Hello and welcome back.
You want to make a comment?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Greg K6EGG live stream. This is the post Field Day 2024 edition. I sort of participated yesterday in Field Day. I did a live stream at my work parking lot before I checked into work. It was mainly for testing purposes. I got to say, now that I have the ATOS 120, God, I'm really bad on model numbers, so make sure you guys correct me in the chat. From Yaesu with my FT8 91. I tried that out. I didn't use the mag mount on my car. I used I already had installed K400 mount. It was an NMO, so I needed to, did I say NMO? I don't know, whatever. You know what I meant. Mount. So I needed an adapter to VHF, which the ATOS 120 from Yaesu has. It's like a spacer, kind of, almost, I don't know, 3/4, maybe an inch wide or deep or tall or whatever. So I went ahead and tried that out, and I actually did it live. I didn't think it would work as good. I got to say, I am fairly impressed with that setup. The ATOS from Yaesu, the 891. I have the Bio-NO. This is actually, here's the other kicker here. So the night that I wanted to get the radio, I needed a battery for it. Well, I didn't really need a battery for it, but I needed a battery for it. I thought I needed a battery for it. But it turns out, well, I knew I had a battery in my car for my 5100. It turns out I bought the same exact battery. Come on. The same exact battery from Bio-NO, which is actually down in Santa Ana, California, which is about 1.5 miles from where I work. Actually, where I'll be working tomorrow. But the same exact battery I already had. Go figure. I know it's a solid battery. Anyways, I just thought it was funny. I probably should have got a battery that I can travel with on the airplane instead of that one, because I could just swap that out very easily. Being that the 5100 only needs I think it runs at like 20 amp hour with 50 watts. So yeah, I'm bad on model numbers and everything and how stuff works. So someone's going to probably be in there correcting me. What's up, Adam? I'm sure it's pretty warm up to 15. I'll be there in about 3 weeks. Does the 891 do 2 meters, 70 centimeter? No, none of those above. It only does 80 through 6 meters. Goes all the way up to 6 meters. So here's another thing I want to say. Like I said, I don't know if you guys have been around. That looked like Trump there when he does this thing there. It does 80 meters or 160. I'm sorry. My bad. It does not do UHF or VHF. Where was I at here? Some of the people I know are like, I gotta have an Icom. I gotta have a Ford. I gotta have, Chevy, whatever. I'm not like that. I want to use the best of what it fits in my needs. I am a Sony guy though. But I don't have a Sony computer. I'm not using a Sony microphone. So you got to use the best tool for what your use is, at least in my opinion. So I did some personal research for me. I wanted to have something a little bit different. And I also wanted some of the learning curve. I like learning menus and stuff. The menus in the Yaesu are pretty deep. I think I got most of it figured out. That's not too bad once you understand the flow of things, and having menus in a couple different spots, it doesn't make sense. But whatever. It kind of is like that on the Icom 7610, but not to that extreme, because you got it. The 7610 is almost like a flight management computer, which you have stuff on the bottom and on the sides. So it kind of works the same way with deeper menus, but it just laid out differently. So I think they both have deep menus. I just think that it just laid out totally different. But I think they have just as deep menus, because places are 2 or 3 different places on the Icom as well as the Yaesu. So IC-9730, does it do? I have no idea, Jay. I'm not familiar with that. I'm not familiar with that model. I have an Icom 4100 and 5100, looking for a rig when I upgrade. I like the 5100. I like the big screen. I don't like the fact that it's the way it's backlit in the car. What's up, Dustin? I almost called you Sean there for a second. I apologize. I don't have to apologize because I didn't do it because I just looked at the call sign real quick. Anyways, I just switched to 5100 was more like the 9700. They could have done it, I guess, but they didn't. As far as the menu and the screen, more particularly, I understand when you're driving, you don't want to look at a bunch of colors because it takes a second for you to focus in. I wish at minimum, like the TMV 71, I had a Kenwood. You can change the background colors, and I used red, believe it or not, or the amber, whatever color. And the reason being is my eyes, your eyes adjust better to fluctuating back and forth with red. That's why you see a lot of cockpit stuff has red in it. I do like my 5100 if mine was broken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if would buy another 5100. I already bought two. I fried one, which it turned out I didn't really fry it. I just bent the pins on the face. I don't know, man. It's radios are tricky, man. Everybody like a belly button. Everybody has opinion on one. Like I said, I think you should purchase the best tool for you, no matter what brand it is. I think Yaesu is a reputable brand, as well as Kenwood and Icom for that matter. Obviously, Baofeng. I don't think they have a Baofeng HF radio, but they do have off-brand HF radios that are cheap Chinese made. But if they work for your situation and your budget, have at it. I mean, so yeah, I don't discriminate on a brand name stuff as far as what I need it for. Like I said, I love Sony, but it doesn't mean I need to have everything Sony in my multimedia thing, as well as Apple computers. Let me see here. The Kenwood 7D GA last night on eBay. Is that the bigger screen? I think it's like the 71 these TMV 71, I think. Yeah, so the reason why I mentioned this is I'm going to show some quick video of how things went yesterday at Dodger Stadium at work for me.
TQ field day, Alpha 7 Tango with TQ field day and standing by.
Alpha 7, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Dodger Stadium, Los Angeles, California.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Station, come back.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf K6EGG.
Kilowatt 6 EGG. Need your classification. Could classification, please?
I don't know what that means. I apologize.
Oh, that's fine. Are you working off of battery power or commercial power?
I'm definitely working off of battery power. I'm sitting in my car at Dodger Stadium right now. We're looking downtown Los Angeles.
Roger. Very good. That's kind of cool. Please copy our 1 Bravo Idaho if you're keeping track. Over.
Copy that. 1 Bravo Idaho. I'm not keeping track. Just trying to make some contacts, testing out the new 891 and the ATOS right now on my Tesla.
Roger. You're sounding very good coming into Idaho anyway. You're about to 5x7 here.
You're 5'9" into Los Angeles, and good luck today. Have fun today.
Hey, thank you. You too. Thanks for coming back.
So that's Idaho.
Alpha 7, thank you.
So I didn't know before I got on, and I want to get back to what James or Mr. G said. I didn't know how field day was. I wasn't planning on going out and testing stuff. I actually had some extra time in the morning because I didn't work out, which I should have. Anyways, no, Sony does not make radios, but my point is I really like Sony cameras. And just because they make good cameras doesn't mean they make good microphones or good radios. Actually, they used to have a little two-way radio, if I recall, a long time ago. But my point being is you use the best tool for you. It doesn't matter. In my eyes, it doesn't matter what brand it is. So that's why I watched a bunch of videos on the 891. I looked at the, was it 7100? I forget which one, the Icom equivalent. And you know what? I just, with the size and everything like that, and the ATOS deal that I saw from K8 MRD, I was pretty impressed. I'm using a Shure microphone right now. I float between the Shure SMB and the Electro Voice RE20. I still think the RE20 sounds better, but I'm trying to give this a chance. And actually, Shure rep gave this to me. All I had to do was pay for shipping, so I was pretty happy about that. Somebody to work with. So yeah, I'm using the Shure SM7B right now. Do I have any HTs? I have an HT, which I'm not a Heil guy. Don't have me go there. I'll go there in a minute. Do I have any HTs? Yes, I do. I have a Yaesu VX5 from like 2002 or something like that. It's my emergency radio that I keep rotating and charging, and try to update with local repeaters that have backup generator power. But yes, and then I also have an ID52 from Icom. Once again, I have two different brands. We're Sure's that in Illinois, right? If I'm correct. Heil mics. Yes, Haley. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Haley. I'm talking to some folks though right now. Do you want to give me a hug? You gonna watch the space rocket launch with me soon?
Mm-hmm.
Couple hours? Okay. All right. Okay. See you later. So, and once again, this is opinionated. I'm an audio engineer. I don't like the way that Heil sound. They sound a little over EQ. They have too many curves in them to me. I'd rather have something a little bit more flat. Then I can play with the levels on it. Like Bose speakers and Bose headsets, they're very EQ'd, so to speak. They have a lot of different peaks and valleys as far as frequencies. It tricks your ear in enhancing that you have better audio, which in theory it's not exactly flat. It doesn't mean it's better. It's a little bit more processed. As far as microphones, I think they should be pretty flat. Obviously the RE20 is not exactly a flat microphone, has a lot of bottom end because it has a big fat diaphragm compared to this. It has like a quarter of the diaphragm the RE20 has, but there's a purpose behind that. You want to give that presence because the voice is all you have in radio. That makes sense. And I understand about that same theory with Heil's, but I want to use the microphone for two different things, a live stream and this. Exactly right. He did engineer it a certain way. He engineered it for radio, like HF radio. So when you like use it on a live stream, it's some frequencies just seem to splatter to me. Once again, personal opinion. I've tried a couple, not on the live stream, but just in person. I have not seen Heil microphones used in other situations other than ham radio. I'm not knocking them. It's just because that's what those are made for. So I don't want to utilize that for this. It's like driving a Ferrari in a desert with no road. Once again, opinionated as far as sound. We can argue this all day and all night. What you like. They don't really use those in the music world. A lot of Neumanns, Schur's, Sennheisers. I rarely see them in the music world. I don't work a lot of music stuff, but I do work on production trucks that do music stuff, and I have seen their complement. I gotta admit, and at least in the last 10 years, I've not seen any type of Heil microphone at least in the professional world. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of bottom end. I personally don't like fake bottom end or over EQ'd or over processed bottom end. Because once you start it at the microphone, it goes all the way down. So if you try to adjust it, it just kind of smears the frequencies around. And every audio guy, if you put 5-6 audio engineers in a room, they probably won't agree on much of anything other than, gain structure or something like that. EQ is very personalized. Some guys are really good at EQing for many different aspects. I know when you mix music, you got to mix for headphones, you got to mix for big speakers, you got to mix for playing it loud, you got to mix for playing it soft. So it's really difficult to get that wide range on how things should sound in a mix. EQing, having flat microphones is a real important part of that. To start out at an even plane. I think you guys understand what I'm saying there. Same thing with radios. If you it's almost like what's the word I'm looking for? When you get a Heil microphone, it's like an easy bake oven kind of microphones. I don't know how else to explain it, but you plug it in, it'll work. And sometimes they sound really good on the air. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they sound a little processed. No, they do not like Shure mic speeds difference. I'm like I said, it can go anywhere. As far as Heil microphones, I gotta be honest with you, man. I have not seen any in a TV truck, and I've been on probably 150 different TV trucks in the past 10 years or more that also do music shows, entertainment trucks. I've not seen a Heil microphones in any of those, and nor have I seen them on a stage. Not that I go on there a lot, but I don't hear people talking about it. They only agree on the way it sounds like crap. You got a good point there, Dustin. You have a very good point. I agree with that statement. And it's hard. It's hard to be a good audio engineer because so right now when I'm listening to this myself and whoever comes in Sonobus and my radio, I'm depending on these headphones. So if these headphones have a weird curve, I'm going to adjust my ears for that or adjust my EQ for that. Like the Sony headphones I used to have had a real high frequency curve on them. The Sony Studio Digitals. So I would EQ for that. I would throw off a bunch of low end because I was like, oh, this has a lot of high end. Sorry, I throw a lot of high end out. I use the Beyer Dynamics DT770 Pro, and I use the 80 ohm version. So the ohmage, so higher ohmage, you need more power to run the headphones. So the lower ohmage you won't because you'll have less resistance. You know what? And a Shure SM58 is a great microphone, and that's why they've been making them for like 40 or 55 years or whatever, how long they've been making them. As well as the Shure 57, they sound very good and very unique situations. And they have not been able to make anything better than the SM58 in my eyes. SM58 is perfect for what it's being used for. It depends on the headphone amp. Every headphone amp is made a little differently. It depends on where you're listening to it. I'm listening out of a professional mixer. So the output level in the headphone jack would be different than would be on your iPhone. It depends on where you're listening to it at. What's up, Nate? Microphone and audio discussion. Oh, like I said, we could talk about this all day and all night. And I just decided to play with this microphone again tonight. I did spend some time EQing the microphone for my voice. I don't know, man. Sorry, burping there a little bit. At least I was saving your guys' ears. Once again, with radios, it's all the same thing, man. What works for you, what works for your situation, what works for your budget, most importantly. A lot of guys can't afford the $600 HT ID52s. You know, I know when I first started, I couldn't afford an HF radio, even if I could have an HF, setup at my house. I couldn't even afford a mobile. Sures are good microphones. We joke around about some of the other equipment they have, like line apps and stuff, because their line apps are really noisy. We call them Sures. Sennheisers make very good microphones. We see a lot of Sennheisers on production television trucks. I think they're some of the most solid microphones out there, personally, mainly because of the ruggedness of them, because those things get thrashed around a lot. What's wrong with my Tesla? I love my Tesla. Once again, the Tesla works for me. I got a charger at my house. I got solar panels above my house that are paid off. I'm in NEM 1.0, which is the classic. I'm 1-for-1 selling my power versus buying it back. So it's the perfect situation for me. There's a lot of things wrong with me if I drove a truck. There's a lot of things wrong if I drove a 4x4. So there's a lot of things that could be wrong for you driving a Tesla. That's the greatest thing about we get to make choices in this country. That's what I love about it. Tesla works out perfect for me. I just wish that some things were as cheap as they are on them. And we got a sad ham in here. What's up, man?
You want to make a comment?
Wow, that was wow.
Wow.
That was very loud.
That was my point.
Sennheiser headphones are very good. But Adam doesn't like my Tesla.
There's a lot of people that don't like your Tesla.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got the ice cream machine going, huh?
Well, yeah.
Oh, no, Adam, I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to this guy that's talking right now. Seth. Don't take that the wrong way, pal. All good, man. If I was driving anywhere further than Vegas, I'd probably not get a Tesla. But I drive to Vegas, as you know, probably 4 or 5 times a year. And it does great. I stop for 20 minutes in Yermo or Barstow or State Line, go pee-pee or poo-poo, and then I'm on my way.
TMI.
What? And by the way, is there lava flowing down the strip right now with 118 degrees over there? I got to get to some radio here. But I did just show you my radio experiences from last night. Or yesterday, I should say. Did you like the new music at the beginning?
I didn't hear it.
What? I can't play it again until I close.
Oh, God.
Only 102? No. It's a dry heat up there. Just like sticking your head in an oven. I'm on FT8, by the way, 20 meters. I was just on 15. Man, it was quiet. Yeah, I heard they're closing the Mirage. Actually, when I'm out there. I think we're up to 20%. Where are you at, Ham? I reached up here.
Talking about Dustin, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, I worked Dustin on voice yesterday.
You did? On a field day?
Yes.
How many contacts did you make?
Well, all of them will count towards the club. I want to say at least 30.
The FU club? No.
Nope. The club that I got to use the repeater call sign, W2VL.
And Sam was listening to you. He set up his Inves.
And Sam said I was coming in blaringly good.
a 5.9 into Alabama.
Well, he couldn't hit the push to talk button, so would not know how he would. I would hear him.
Well, you coming into Alabama.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how well he would
What's up,
do.
John?
Come to New York.
Nice to see you in there. The other thing I was going to mention, I'm actually staying at the Treasure Island, which is right next to Mirage. I'll be there the night it closes. What was I going to say? So last night at about 10 p.m. my time, Seth could attest to this. I was actually going to go on live from my work QTH because I was waiting for traffic to bail out or funnel out, which was slow. And as I was firing up my radio, I had a couple coworkers actually wanted to watch what I was doing. So this never happens, and it did happen. And I like the fact that ATOS, it tunes up very quick with the K400 mount on. Thank you. We got to put a gate on that thing.
Hey, I guess we could start. You could start streaming now. We have Andy in the
We
house.
do have Andy in there. Andy saw me on a couple live streams earlier, or in the chats. You gotta get the gate going with that thing, man.
What? Me?
Yeah.
Wait, what's wrong?
It's loud. It's loud.
What, the air conditioning?
Yeah.
How do I do that? I gotta talk to you about
I'll
that.
do it. Talk again.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
It's better. Talk again.
Yeah. I could be more rude if you really want me to.
I'm just trying to. There we go. I cleaned you up a little bit, but just lowered your audio volume a little bit. Say something again.
Yes. Would you want to hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that cleaned it up a little bit. All right. So as I was saying, I decided I was gonna go on live, and I was like, you know what, this will be a good opportunity. I don't want to say their names. One of the guys asked me, unsolicited, "Oh, you got a different antenna on there?" He's like, "I have a CB in my car." I'm like, buddy, you should get your ham license, man. So I invited him over to my car later that day at night, as I was talking about when we were waiting for traffic, and I showed him. Literally, I tuned up 20 and made a contact with someone in Hawaii, Washington, and Idaho, all within like 5 minutes. I was like thinking in my head, this never happens, especially in a car. And I didn't really test it out other than I was on earlier. So I got kind of lucky, and he was like almost like floored, like, oh my God, you just did that with this little antenna. It was the ATOS, not little to us, but little as far as just being on the top of the car like that. So hopefully we can, I can get him to maybe get his license. I'll help him out. I'm going to hit him up maybe tomorrow, next week, or whenever I see him again. What was the other thing? Oh, I made the guy started calling me back a contact right as the sun was starting to rise. Gray line, right? In the Netherlands on 14.299. Yeah, he said my call sign, started to say my call sign back. He one of those K6E, and he's like, repeat, and I kept on trying to get back, and then a bunch of people started jumping in, and I lost him. So I think he heard me. I'm not sure, but I definitely heard him. He was full signal, like he was sitting next to me in the car at Dodger Stadium, believe it or not. So I also later on in the evening after that, before I left, I made a contact Arizona, San Diego, Nevada, Oregon, Montana, right before I think Montana was the last one. So if you add in the states I had earlier, Texas, I think I had New Mexico, Idaho, Washington. I had Hawaii also with KO watching. So I think I probably got 10 or 11 states yesterday, and I wasn't
playing on it.
I wasn't trying. I mean, I was trying, but I was pretty impressed. That setup is freaking solid. I can't wait to get to a park. Just when I got some free time in my car.
When are you off next?
Next Monday.
Well, let me ask you this: before you have to go to your work QTH, couldn't you just stop by a certain state park and activate?
I'm actually thinking about that because it is on the way to work. It just depends on timing.
It only counts if you make it through the activation alive and can upload your log.
Well, I'll be in Chino, so I'll be okay. Chino's not bad. Chino's Hills State Park. It's literally, I would just have to, if I take what they call Carbon Canyon, it's through the pass there. It's literally like right on the road, same road, the entrance, that entrance. So it wouldn't be a big deal. And I can get a free charge there. I think it's just $10 a park, but it is in the middle of a valley. So I don't know if that will make a difference. I don't know if I'll make it over the hills. I don't know how that works, but I made it through all the parked cars and TV trucks yesterday and the power trucks and everything at work yesterday. So confidence is fairly high for that. But I was really impressed with that setup. I watched Mike's video he put 2 days ago when he's in a park on bad conditions. I can attest to that. That's a pretty good antenna, and I got it to tune up on 40 without an issue, about a 1 to 1.4 with that K400 mount. And I do have an NMO connector or a adapter that I have to use for VHF, but it gives an inch spacer on it. Not too bad, but I'm very happy with that setup. And the radio, Mr. G, take care. I like the G, like right there. G's are good. I have 3 of them in my first name. Add a longer whip and improvement on 40. I'm pretty happy with that setup. I'm not really looking to make 40 contacts, but God, it was so nice not to have noise on 40. Even with all the lights on at Dodger Stadium last night, there was like maybe S3 of noise on 40. And I was right next to some big ACs and stuff on some mobile production trucks. Oh, I finally got a victim here. James.
What was the noise like on 40?
I just said it was like an S3.
Oh, so Southern California doesn't have an S9 noise.
Well, I was up on a hill away from a lot of buildings other than a big giant stadium. Yeah. But I don't know. I did have that same noise when I was at the park down the street from me, but the antenna wouldn't tune that good on 40, so I don't know if that made a difference. And during the day on 20, it was like no noise. It was just like a in the background, nothing. So yeah, I was, I wish I was in my car right now. I think it almost like I made more easier contacts with the with the mobile rig than I did the home setup here, which kind of makes me wonder if I should plug in the ATOS outside. I don't know.
No,
how are you going to ground it?
It's probably not that it's better. It's just when you have no noise, you can hear stations that you couldn't hear otherwise.
But it seemed like people are coming back to me. I have good signal reports.
So let's say you have S7 noise. If someone's coming back to you at an S5, you don't hear them. So all of a sudden, if you're at S1 noise, you hear all those stations that you couldn't hear before.
Most of the people I was making contacts with are like S9 because and anybody who was on 20 last night, it was booming. It was like CB back in the 80s.
Breaker 19,
bleed over everywhere.
Yeah. Well, last night was also part of field day, so there was more people on than any other day of the year.
Every night should be field day. Or field or get on the radio day. I don't understand. Some people just talk on HF on field day and then call it a year. They prepare for like 6 months and then they don't turn on the radio again. Greg, what's going on, man? 1G Greg with 2 G's in his name total. Come on,
KV0. He's a lesser
KV0.
Greg?
He's a lesser G, Greg. That's for sure.
I was saying, are you saying he's a lesser person? That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah, literally everybody's on the air one day. Why not kind of spread it out a little bit? I mean, we should have a field day more often, let's do a, HF tune-up day or something in middle of January or something, or whatever, something to get more people on the air. Having just I don't know. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I was on yesterday. 20 sideband, and it was, happening. And then everyone was shocked at my site that I was 11 o'clock midnight, 12:30 a.m. Eastern, that 20 meters was still alive and kicking.
Yeah, I was thoroughly impressed. But I also was bummed out because I would say most of the nights I could be making a lot of contacts with these folks. So I don't know. Maybe put a little effort in your hobby, folks. Go on a little bit more. I try to go on as much as possible. And you guys know how much I work. What?
We have one person we have to make more effort for. And we've
yes.
discussed this.
I'll pay for him testing.
Maybe yesterday was the catalyst. I don't know.
Oh, his juices got wet, man. Oh my goodness. He was
the
like
fact that he heard me like 5x9, on ground, with the end fed on the ground.
15 around 17 was booming. It wasn't on. I got on about 9:45, 10 o'clock last night here in, I was actually out in LA when I did. And I was, by the time I got home about midnight last night, I was done. I think I had enough radio for the day. But I just wish that, more people would, obviously Parks on the Air has helped out a lot. Yeah. But then you get the lids getting mad. Park on the Air taking up a frequency that nobody's using.
And it was weird also. It's like, usually I do FT8, and I was on voice only, and I'm like, I guess my brain processed it, because I was remembering, compared to 2 years ago, I was having a lot easier time making out the contacts on sideband, than I remember.
It was pretty solid last night. And I don't know, like I said, anybody was listening on about, do the math on where you're located at 10:15 or so PM, California time, 14299 had a fellow from the Netherlands that was booming in like it was like plus 20 on my meter. Very impressive signal. And I think he heard me. He started reading my call letters back. I don't know. But he definitely didn't put me in the logbook, but I heard him, and I probably could have talked to him if it wasn't so many people hitting me or hitting him up. So, once again, I can't wait to do some more mobile contacts there on HF. I don't think I want to drive with that antenna on. Eric could probably attest to this. Not a lot of metal in the Tesla, and that ATOS is a little bit heavy. You add some wind resistance on that. I just don't want to. Yeah, I'm sure you can. I've seen people drive them on. But I think they have a little bit solid over mount, or at least base for the mount. Lithuania is coming in 17 meters. I don't even think I tried 17 meters last night. At least on voice
band, isn't it? So we couldn't contest on it anyway.
So the ultimate thing that you could do, and I know what the answer is, because I'm also not going to do it, is if you install the Tesla not the bumper, the hitch mount, and then you get a mount for the ATOS on the hitch, you could put it low enough so you can still get it in the garage, but also be like completely super sturdy.
Can you get a tow hitch on a 3?
Yeah. They're not, it's for like a bicycle rack mount thing. I don't think it's for like actually towing. The car will pull whatever. That's no issue. But because it's how it's attached, I don't think it's weighted for enough to put like a big trailer for the actual weight.
You know what? It definitely was a thought in my mind, and I think maybe we probably have the same idea why not doing it.
Because it would look ugly.
Yeah. I can throw the antenna on really quick. The only thing for me, the pain in the butt is, and I think I might put my 5100 in a different spot, maybe put underneath my seat, just so I have a little more access to the antenna. is disconnecting the antenna and running it through my cabin. Because I don't know if you guys seen my short video on the setup I have for the 5100 in my Tesla. Everything's in the trunk, and I did that purposely because I didn't want the battery floating around in my back seat area because it's thick, and I don't know. I just didn't want it because sometimes I have people in my car and I didn't want people kicking it underneath the seat. The people washing my car, messing it up. So I put it in the trunk for safety reasons. I don't know. I got to figure out something with the antenna because I want to use that HF radio more. And it takes about 5 minutes, both directions, to normal back up the 5100 from the 8891. So I just want to see have something a little bit more quicker. So I'll come up with a plan. Yeah, I thought about that. And I also thought about doing a mount on the front, but there's not a lot of metal in there. And the front metal is like really thin. It's even thinner than the trunk metal with where I could put the bracket on. So I decided against that. I found a place where I can run the cable in, but I'm just not into that. Greg has people that washes his car. Well, I don't. Yeah, I go to take it to a car wash. What's wrong with that? You don't have people wash your car? You never go to a car wash? I don't know. It's a California thing.
Why are you wasting the water, Greg?
I had a
once
Soapy
every
Joe's
6
membership.
weeks. Oh, you can go as many.
Yeah, I think I paid like $25 a month, and I mean I lived out like on a dirt road, outside of town. So about once a week I would just stop at the drive-through, and it would scan my barcode, and didn't
Hey, Greg,
as many as I wanted.
That guy you're working on FT8's A in my neck of the woods. B is on the Discord.
The W, the N2.
N2H,
Yeah, that does look familiar. I thought that looked familiar. Is that a new county for me, maybe?
That's Suffolk, so no.
No. Oh, yeah. Duh.
He's my neighbor, relatively.
Well, he ain't calling me back. I work somebody else in your home state, too, in New Jersey.
Jeez, don't insult me like
that. Car washers are out here preferred.
Actually, I should be able to work you now. I want to.
Try it. I also have people that like mow my lawn and stuff too. They're called gardeners. I love my gardener, Romo. He's a good dude. I didn't like my first gardener here. He was a pain in the butt.
I like the people who don't want to like mow anything, so they just get like a yard full of rocks.
Well, that also saves on water too. But I like having green. Something I almost forgot here again. And I'll go to this screen here. And ooh, yeah. Anybody new out there? I got some QSL cards. Poor Aaron, man. He sent me like 3 of these things already, or 2 of these things. I really need to get some QSL cards. I suck. So
What's going to happen first? Sam's going to get his general, or going to get QSL cards?
That's a good question. Yeah. So, so this is the second one, actually. He sent me 2 of these, and they're actually different. Wow. He has 2 different cards. That's pretty cool. But I think this is the 3rd one he sent me total. I have to figure out where the other one is. So this is he sent me this one a couple months ago. Yes, we have restaurants for that there, Tim. They're all, this one was a voice contact on 40 meters, 7229. I forgot I made a voice contact with him. 25 viewers, 12 likes. There you go, man. Look at you. You're working there. See, I have people that put up stuff for for likes too there, Tim. Anyways, I got 2 cards from Aaron. You're on my stack to make sure I get one back to you for sure. You've taken the time to send these out.
You owe me some also.
I owe you one. Yes. Here is KD0LTJ Douglas out in Kansas. I believe this was an FT8 contact. No, this was an upper sideband contact on 20 meters, 14309. And that was on April 29th of this year.
Hey, Greg, I'm gonna step out for a bit, but I'll still be on YouTube.
Okay. I hope you guys like the new open music too. So yeah, Douglas, I think you made my state for Kansas. My voice state for Kansas, if I recall. Did I just work somebody I know here? I did. Shane. Nice to see you on FT8 there, pal. I'm on 20 meters. Dude, I owe like probably 100 people QSL cards. Eventually I'll get to them. I don't know if I promised that or not. Maybe in this decade. That's a good, you know what? That's a good question there, Seth. Will I get to getting QSL cards? Well, first thing I need to get them made. That's going to be the hard part. And the other,
depends on how creative you are.
I can get a little creative. 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Well, do you have an idea for a front? You know, because I have the license plate. I don't know.
I want to take a picture of Chino, like palm trees and the mountains in the background, but
because if you get, I mean, I can tell you what we did for as a prank for someone. And it's so someone didn't have QSL cards, and a buddy of his pranked him because he's from Arkansas with Walmart and lakes and all that stuff. And I found a website that generates the backing of a QSL card, and I sent it off to Vistaprint, and about a week it came in, pretty good. You can do your own if you want.
Well, Tim, I could tell you this. I have not set up any orders for QSL cards. And I haven't studied for my extra in over a year. Well, I shouldn't say that. In over 10 months. And they're changing the
end of the month. Week.
Yeah. I think I might get started then.
I see the French guy working Shane.
The French, is he nice or is he mean?
I don't know.
I don't see a French guy in here. See a guy from the Netherlands in there.
I don't hear Shane though on FT8.
Tim, refresh my memory. You're in Indiana. I don't know how good my memory is. I know you were just in Vegas, staying at the.
And Tim was in Dayton because I saw his mesh device at Dayton.
Did you get to meet him?
No, I did not.
What?
Well,
you're a YouTuber.
I met a couple of YouTubers. Well, there's another YouTuber I didn't meet either.
Who?
The one whose Discord I'm probably more active on than yours. Your neighbor in Cerritos?
You didn't meet him? I thought you met him.
No, I didn't.
Is he like a rock star out there?
I think so.
I would think Mike is more of a rock star. He's got that rock star.
I had to remind Lord Mike of who I was. I don't know.
He's probably got a lot of folks talking to him though, so you got to give him credit for that.
I don't know, but you get you. I don't know.
Do you talk to him
Lord
a lot?
Mike like 3 times? Does he show up?
You know what? MRD to see if he shows up. I got to thank him.
With or without you texting him?
I'm not going to text him. I try not to text these folks. I'm sure they got a lot of people bugging them. They don't need me bugging them. But his whole ATOS and Yaesu 891 setup, much respect. Because you know what, that just gets me on the air, and I'm already used to the menu system. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday any of the live stream. I was punching right through there. I had the hotkey set up. I do want to get a record. That's the other thing I want to learn how to do. I have to watch some videos. There's a fellow with a K and an 8 in his call that has a lot of good videos on the Yaesu 891, which I should probably, at least for you folks that are into that stuff. You guys all probably know the 891 better than I do, but 891. FT8 891. Let me see if I can pull this up. Oh, it's a 9 actually. See how bad I am? This guy right here. KB9VBR. He has a ton of videos on the 891. He has a ton of good videos in general. And I just started watching a lot of his stuff, or at least the Yaesu stuff recently, which I don't see any in here for some reason. He did a couple videos. There's one right there, but he did a couple more videos on the menu system, like a 4-part series on some Yaesu stuff. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Help him out. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. I don't know if you guys know him or not, but he looks like he has quite a few subscribers, and I don't remember seeing them too much on other people's live streams and stuff. So he's got some good content out there. Pretty basic versions for stupid folk like myself. The other thing I forgot to mention to you guys, there is a rocket launch out of Vandenberg tonight. For me, it's about in an hour and a half. I will be live streaming at least the web version of the SpaceX while I run outside and watch it for my own eyes, which I like to do. This is a post-sunset twilight launch. So we usually get some what they refer to as fishes in the sky from the upper atmosphere being in light and we're being in darkness and the shadow behind. Anyways, it's going to be a nice show like it was the other night. Man, it lit up the sky the other night. It was beautiful. I bought my first VHF. Yeah. Have you met him? He seems like a nice dude. Like I said, I just started watching his videos about 2 weeks ago. You saw that I saw a couple. I've viewed a couple of his videos there, obviously with the red around. I think I'm going to get on HF. See how that's going. So let me get my radio set up and make sure I turn my filters on so I don't bone myself. The other thing is, probably in about 3 weeks, I'm going to take this antenna down that I'm using. I'm using the My Antennas 4010, and I'm going to put up the Palomar antenna and try that out for a little bit. The reason why I'm taking it down, I'm going to be gone for like 5 days, and I don't want to leave it up. My wife won't be here. We'll just have a house guest here, so no one squats in my house. While we're gone. Yeah, I'm not really big of a field day guy. What's going on, dude? I thought you were already using the power. No, I had it up right. When I grounded the antenna is when I changed the antenna. So I grounded the 4010. I want to try to work some 80 meters. I know I'm out of band for this. Ooh. 20 is dead. Might be too early. Wow. Wow, 20 is dead. Everybody's probably passed out. It's like having a turkey hangover. 227. I got a bunch of noise there, man.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. KF0 IDT K6EGG. Not a thing. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf called KF0 IDT.
Wow. Well, that doesn't work. I see some.
Well, great. Well, I'm pleased to meet you, Adam. Thank you for taking my call. I hope you have a great evening and a good week coming up. It's been a pretty interesting week here. I did a little bit of field day activity this weekend. And,
Let me try something because I just remembered I didn't set my audio for this SM7.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf 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 Golf. Audio. Let's get a little bit of red there. Check 1 2.
I just saw something there. Gonna be one of those days, huh?
Everyone's radioed out from yesterday.
That's what I'm thinking. They have like turkey hangover, Thanksgiving hangover. It's the best time to go to a restaurant the day after Thanksgiving because everybody doesn't want to eat. $15 meters FT8 look dead. I'm guessing the voice is dead.
November India 5
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. November India 5 Yankee Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yep, and all the old guys are sleeping now. They were up late last night though.
November India 5 Yankee Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
November India 5 Yankee.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. November India 5 Yankee. November India 5 Yankee. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Do you have a copy?
I hope you hear me. I'm gonna try one more time.
November 5 India Yankee. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Affirmative. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I have a light copy on you. 515151. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf for November India 5 Yankee. and 2, about a 5 and 2. Yeah, your signal is way down coming out of California. So, I think you're running 400 watts. We're running 100 watts, over. Same here. You came up that time to about a 5.5. Yeah, I'm only running 100 watts as well. Good to make the contact with you. Definitely put you in the logbook tonight. All right, Greg. We'll catch you in the manufacturing. All right, we'll catch that with you down better. 7-3. 4 Hotel Echo X-ray.
Now he's got a pile up working.
Aqui em La Mata centímetros. 73. Take traffic 12 Italia. Bye-bye.
Some DX here. Lighting fireworks at my house here outside. Somebody is. Illegal fireworks. The other one's from Mexico. Very legal here.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf is the frequency in use. This is Kilos. Is there a Kilo Mike 7 in there? I think I heard a whiskey Mike. Try again.
What's up, Mike?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use?
You're blasting into Colorado now.
How does that work? I mean, seriously, you didn't hear me on 227, and now I'm blasting into Colorado.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That is really crazy. You're 5959. K6EGG,
So you totally dropped on that last one. Am I still making it through to you? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. You're still coming 5 and 7, 57 into Colorado now. KF0ID2.
Oh, that was Scott.
Copy that there, Dustin. You came up that time. So maybe the band's starting to come alive. It's still about an hour from sunset here in Southern California.
Yeah, it's setting right now here. It's really bright orange out right now. So it's sunset is here. All right, go get them. K6EGG KF0IDT.
Copy that, human SDR. Thank you very much. Got you in the logbook tonight. Sounds like Gray Line's working for us. because you came up there, you went over S9 here into Southern California, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is that KK7TNT?
Yeah, Kilo 7, second November Complex, Washington State. Had my first ever HF2SO with you a week ago, and been having a blast ever since. Glad to hear you again. Got your 5.7 into Washington.
Copy that. You're about a 5.7 as well. What are you using for your radio again? And I'm streaming right now as well on YouTube, so you can check out your voice.
Yeah, we just pulled you up, and I'm on a Yaesu G90 and running a inverted V up in the yard here. I just got my brother here, K7AVR, with his Kenwood TS450.
Aaron, you dropped there a bit towards the end. I think you said you had your brother there with a Kenwood, and then that was about it.
Yeah, he's getting his Kenwood set up next to me, and so if you're still calling CQ when he finishes dialing in, he might try to get a hold of you as well.
Copy that, man. You're sounding good. You just came up that time. Maybe, obviously, it's very light up there in Washington still. You still got another probably 90 minutes of sun left up there.
Yeah, let's take the electrons while we can get them. Well, hey, thanks so much. Good luck with your CQ and your stream. I'll say 73, KK7, TNT.
Copy that there, Aaron. And don't forget the log. I got you in the logbook tonight. I'm going to upload them to QRZ here in the next probably a couple hours or tomorrow morning.
All right, I'll do the same.
7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles, California. Once again, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Now the thing that sucks is I'm sitting there calling CQ and I got to go to the restroom. I had like 4 of these things today. Plus a Red Bull and 2 Cokes and whatever else.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Bravo Lima.
Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Bravo Lima. Kilo Golf 5 station, go ahead.
Kilo Golf 5, Hotel Bravo Lima, over.
I did have it right. You out there in Tucson there, is that correct?
Roger, roger. Just got here about 2 minutes ago.
Sound like the band was a little bit angry there. I heard you got there 2 months ago, and then you dropped. And I'm looking at your nice hex beam setup there at your, I think this is at your home QTH.
Yeah, the picture there is from Texas, so, but it's still the same antenna.
Copy that, man. You're sounding good, and then you drop out. But the band's a little angry. Still got a little bit of sunlight left, so it might be messing with the band a little bit. But I'm definitely putting you in the logbook tonight there.
Hey, well, thank you so much.
Copy that, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
7-3.
I heard a Kilo, is it Alpha?
Way too much bass there.
Kilo Oscar station now. I got Kilo Oscar. A lot of bass in your signal, so it's kind of hard to read, and you kind of dropped out in the band a little bit. Try again. Kilo Oscar Station, you want to try again. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. One more time, Kilo Oscar Station, want to try again. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
You got a sad hand.
Unfortunately, I think I lost you. Maybe we could try again. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
Whiskey 7, Bravo, India, Delta.
Whiskey 7, Bravo, India, Delta. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call. You're 5 and 7 in Idaho. Idaho, up in the Panhandle, out by the Canadian border. The name's Dan, Delta, Alpha, November. Back to you, Kilo 6 Egg, W7BID.
Copy, that's W7BID. I like that bid. You're 5'9" here in the Southern California, and I'm about an hour east of downtown Los Angeles, where it was like 102 degrees here today. So thank you for the contact. Definitely put you in a logbook all the way up there from northern Idaho tonight.
Yeah, can I get the name for the log?
Sure, it's Greg. Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf. Greg.
Well, the band is playing tricks on us. You came up to 5'9" on that one, so I'm putting you in the log as a 5'9", Greg. Thank you very much, and I hope you had fun on field day. Have a great evening, Sunday evening. K6 Echo Golf Golf W7BID.
Copy that. You came up, you were always a 5'9", but you came up, you're almost a plus 20 on my signal strength. So band is getting a little bit happier for us, so I appreciate the signal report.
Yeah, we should just keep talking. We'll both be 40 over pretty soon.
Copy that. The 7-3, and I heard someone mix with you there, a double with you. Go ahead, other station. Okay, I got a Kilo Oscar again. It almost sounds like very low-ended audio. I don't know if you're off frequency or something, but it's kind of hard to read. You want to try again? All right, I think I got a Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel. I didn't get past hotel.
Is it just me, or does that fella sound very bassy?
All right, Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel. Try again. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I just want to get your call letters and put you in the logbook tonight.
I'm trying not to cheat with that mic. I want to hear it through the air too. You may be able to hear him a little bit better. And I don't think that's the right call sign. Kilo Oscar 6. Oh, maybe it is.
Kilo Oscar 6. Was it Delta? Kilo Oscar 6 Delta. Try again.
Kilo Oscar
6, It sounded like a Kilo Oscar 6 Hotel Lima Victor. Was that correct?
Sound like he was underwater to me.
Station, the Kilo Oscar 6 station. Can you try to turn up your treble a little bit? It's hard to hear you through the noise with all the low end.
I don't hear the heckler unless that was the guy. Yeah, you should look up 147.450 on YouTube. You'll find some hecklers out there.
All right, 7-3, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, Kilo India 7 Alpha Victor Romeo, Dr. 5 and 9.
That is a Kilo India 7 Alpha Victor Romeo. Is that correct? You're 5-7 in the Southern California.
Excellent, that is correct. My call sign, yep. My brother over here, Kilo 7 Tango November Papa, was just talking to you. My name's Nate. Good to see you, Greg. I'm watching your stream here on YouTube right now.
Copy that, Nate. Jump in the chat and say hi in the YouTube channel. Much will be appreciated. Anybody else listening here on 20 meter 14318? I appreciate the contact, and I don't know if you're influenced on getting your brother his license, but thank you.
I definitely, I've been a licensee for several years now, and I slowly kept pestering him about how cool the hobby is, and eventually got him to start taking tests and get the gear.
Copy that, man. Thanks again for jumping in there and getting the contact with me tonight here on this Sunday night.
All right, have a good one, brother, and good luck with your CQs. I'll catch you later.
Call us out again.
Copy that. 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 7 Seattle Hotel X-Ray.
Hey, MedTech, I have you loud and clear into Southern California tonight.
Yeah, you're sounding great up here. I'm just getting over the dreaded COVID, but I'm doing all right. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for being here.
I'm doing good. You got COVID now? I thought most of the people already got that or whatever.
Yeah, I went to New York for the memorial of a friend of mine, and apparently got it on the flight out there. Had a terrible flight back. That was 4 hours delayed, and I got home. I was supposed to get home Friday night a week ago, and got home Saturday morning like 3 a.m. and started running a fever and tested myself, and oops, it was positive. Over.
That's unfortunate. I hope you feel better, but I'm going to try to make a couple more contacts. Jump in the chat and say hello. I'm giving you a 5-9 here in the Southern California tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You're 5'9" plus. You're booming in here. Yeah, I'll let you get to other callers. Good talking to you. 73s, and I'll see you on the chat.
Copy that. 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino.
Kilo 7.
November 8,
Kilo 7 station, go ahead.
Kilo 7, Mike Bravo X-ray.
Kilo 7 Mike Bravo X-ray. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in Southern California. You got a 5x9. You mixed with somebody there at the beginning, but definitely have you in here tonight.
Over the hill from you, but there's a huge amount of QSD on the band. It ranges from 5.7 and to 5.9. Sometimes it was crazy on radar.
Yeah, Ken, you dropped halfway during that transmission, but I'm going to put you in the logbook, and 7-3, and hopefully the band will come back up to normal.
Okay, thank you very much. 7-3. K6EGG.
Copy that. Other station, go ahead. The K8's call. I thought there was somebody else out there. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters. Anybody else?
November 8, Yankee Oscar. November 8, Yankee Oscar.
If my fingers work here, I was trying to get you in the logbook too at the same time. November 8, Yankee Oscar. Good to hear you out there, man. This is great. K6EGG.
November 8, Yankee Oscar. Yeah, you're peaking up finally, Greg. I couldn't hear you 5 minutes ago, but you're about 5'8", 5'9", 5'8", 5'9" here in Southwest Michigan.
Copy that. You're about a 5'7", kind of waving in and out. You sounded better than the person out in Arizona just a second ago. Yeah, we might be too close for Arizona this at this time. But good to hear you in here, Mike. N8YO. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Putting you in the logbook tonight.
Always great to get you in the log, and this time I did it on voice instead of CW like last week. Anyway, I hear others calling you, so I'll let you go on the stream. K6EGG, November 8, Yankee Oscar, 7-3.
Yeah, and I think you meant FT8, right? FT8, not CW, because there's like a 0 chance of me getting anybody on CW at this point.
Mike, it was probably FT8.
All right, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles. Once again, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
And it was probably FT8, not CW there, Mike, right? I hear somebody else in there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. I think I hear somebody in there. You want to try again? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Your New York people got MedTech sick there, Seth.
Hey, did you not see what I said? I said, don't blame me for this.
This is Kilo 6
Whoa.
Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Oops.
I heard the FU guy got caught.
Say again?
I think I heard people on a repeater talking about the FU guy got caught.
They got him?
They got him, yeah. I think. I wasn't sure if it's the same guy, but I think they were talking about him.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino.
Yeah, it is sad. I wish they wouldn't have busted. I don't know if they busted him, but I don't know they caught him. He brought great joy to me, listening and enjoyment many a nights. Oh my God, man. Those guys used to get so mad.
You know what? If they weren't so stuck up, he would have never been there.
This guy literally lost his shit, the net control operator, one night for the Red Eye net. Or the Red Eye... they do a...
The Insomnia net?
Yeah, an Insomnia net. Oh my God, that guy was so pissed. He like stopped for like 10 minutes and ranted about him. Give me a few minutes. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. Hopefully no one takes my frequency. Not my frequency, the one I'm using though.
Kevin, Mike, Charlie, if you're looking for Greg with K6EGG, he stepped away for a moment, but he'll be right back. Whiskey Mike 7 Charlie. This is Kilo Fox 0 India Delta Tango. You're sounding good out here in the Colorado. Copy that.
By the way, I got my my fake awards on shirt, in case you guys were wondering. I'm gonna check on SpaceX to see if they're still launching here tonight.
Time's launch?
Supposed to be 8:47 Pacific.
Mike 7 Charlie. Looks like he's
Another
back
hour
in
or
front
so.
of the camera, so try him now.
Is there someone calling? Crap, my daughter went to bed already. That ain't good.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know. I'm looking up SpaceX right now.
Hey Dustin, was someone trying to reach me here on the 14318?
Yeah, Whiskey, let me get back to my logbook there. Whiskey Mike 7 Charlie. Whiskey Mike 7 Charlie is looking for you. Just as soon as you got up on your trip, he's saying they're looking for you. So he might still be out there hanging around, but you're still 5'9" coming into Colorado. K6EGG, KF0 ID.
Yeah, Dustin, you're coming in very clear. I don't know if he's doing remote. Or he's using his local setup there, but I do not hear him. He's saying he's not hearing himself through the live stream here right now.
Hey, copy that. Yeah, he was sounding really good coming back into Colorado. So, all right, get back at it. Looks like you had some fun there. Had a couple stations coming in there to you. So, see if you can wrestle up some more, and I'll take a standby. K6EGG from Kilo Foxtrot 0 India Delta Tango.
Copy that, man. You came in super clear right after that there. And I was listening through the SDR in Atlanta, Georgia, and you're coming in pretty good, which I'm listening to myself on right now. Let's see if you could, if I can hear him through the. I'm not going to log it, but let's see if I can hear Scott there. W Mike 7C. Go ahead. This is Greg K6EGG. I'm going to monitor you through the SDR in Georgia.
Whiskey Mike 7 Charlie, he's looking for you on the web SDR if you got a copy.
I can hear you through Georgia. A little bit of a light copy, but I do have you. Are you at your home QTH?
This is cheating. I'm not logging it though.
I didn't catch most of that, unfortunately. Just a little bit noisy through the web SDR. Ooh, I came up actually pretty good at S9 there for a second. So the band's coming in and out. Are you? I don't know. I'll just ask you in the chat there. Anyways, take care. 73K6EGG calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
That is hard to hear yourself a second delayed. Scott, were you using that your home QTH radio? Because 20 is way not that short right now. Way not that short? Is that a word? Is that a sentence? I got Michigan, Texas, Arizona, Washington. Where else did I get?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
That's unfortunate. Got quiet, but I might have to go hunting instead of fishing. Try one more call out here. We had a nice little mini pile up there for a second.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters. 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I heard somebody in there. You want to try?
Try again? I got the echo part as I was turning up my radio. Try again. All I heard was Kilo 5 Golf Hotel Echo? I can't get that second letter there. I got a Kilo and then 5 Golf Hotel Echo. There we go. Now I got you there. A couple people thought the same thing there. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Hotel Echo, pardon me. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. You're kind of waving in and out. That's why it was hard to get your call letters. Plus, I suck at that. But if you're about a 5'7" here right now in Southern California.
Christina, we got to talk about 450, man. My ham. I heard some interesting stuff on there the other night.
Yeah, I totally dropped out there. I believe it's Jeremy. Kilo Juliet 5 Golf Hotel Echo. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. All right, I got enough to log you there. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I don't know if I want to go on there. I heard there was some pretty interesting activity on that repeater. About I actually heard it from my own ears the other night, or was it afternoon? I can't remember.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Mud, it's nice to see you in there.
All right, one last time here, and I'm going to go hunting. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
I didn't realize you can watch me hit my my PFL there. Not a peep in Missouri, huh? It's hard for me to hear that repeater where the repeater's at. I heard another guy, God, he lived in Resorts World there. Spacing on his name. I've talked to him on Simplex before. I heard somebody in there. I'm spacing on his name. You'd know him. He had a deep voice.
Is that somebody in there on 20 meters on calling Greg K6EGG?
Is that Victor Alpha 5?
Mary Uniform Delta? Wow, you dropped out. I did get the QSL and I did get your call sign, believe it or not. Good to hear you up there from the Great White North. I hope you're actually getting sun up there.
I'm not going on there. Zero chance. It's interesting to listen to.
All right there, Mr. Mudd, thank you for the contact up there from the Great White North up in Saskatchewan. 7-3, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, if you actually do hear me. Thank you very much. I appreciate your content there. Content on YouTube. 7-3.
What were you going to say, Seth?
Nothing.
I actually feel safer going on 435 than I do 450. I think it's totally different now.
All right, let's see if I can get one more. Just one more. We got a SpaceX launch soon. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo. When's the launch?
I think I just keyed over somebody. Say again.
I was just asking when the launch was.
About 50 minutes from now. 50 minutes from now.
Copy that. All right, man.
You think we can make the contact there?
Now, believe it or not, Greg. K6EGG from KF0IDT.
Dude, your audio is booming in Southern California right now. Strong 5x9. Strong 5x9.
I've never heard you this loud on 20 meters. So, all right, man. Go get your last one. K6EGG.
I'll go there in just a sec there. Jeff, I would like to make the contact with you. Is that where you're? Is that a joke? Is there like 435 people on there?
All right, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Anybody else out there? CQ.
Kilo Juliet 7 Golf Hotel Kilo.
See if my brain can work correctly there. Kilo Juliet 7 Golf Hotel Kilo.
Yes, that is correct. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, and I'm having a lot of fun making a lot of contacts. It's like the band is short and long at the same time, and checking you out on QRZ there as well.
Okay, name is Jerry, live in Maricopa, Arizona, and I just got this linear amplifier working. It was being obstreperous, but I found the latest problem, got that fixed, and so I'm having fun playing with it. So I heard you on there, and I thought, well, let's see if I can get him. Next, I'm going to try to see if I can get the signal out a little further. KJ7GHK.
Jerry, if you're interested to see what you're doing to my signal meter, I'm also live streaming on YouTube. You pegged at a plus 20 on my 7610, a plus 20. You sound like you're in my front yard.
Well, that's good to hear. KJ7GHK.
Copy that. Definitely put you in a logbook tonight. Strongest 5x9 that I think I've ever heard on 20 meters that's been out of state.
Well, I guess my Goofy Heathkit SB220 must be working then. I've been fiddling with this thing for an eon, and I finally found the last little glitch in it, and so I am just insufferably pleased with myself and having fun playing with it.
All the way over from southern Phoenix across the Colorado River, you are booming through all the heat down to my antenna here in the city of Chino. So doing a good job. Enjoy yourself and try to do some hunting there and see if you get some, maybe even get some DX or something this evening.
Yeah, talk me into it. It was a pleasure speaking with you. KJ7.
God damn, he sounds good.
Copy that 7.3. You just went over an S20 there. Just a little tiny peak there, 1 bar past S20. So take care, 7.3 Jerry, and have fun with that baby.
Jeff, I actually heard Seth a little bit on 40 meters the other night. So I wouldn't put it out of the ordinary if I could possibly. I'll try it right now. No joy in Alabama? What? Sam? Hold on. This thing is not sticking. Seven. Ooh, I got some noise tonight. I got some Spanish speakers there. I hear some noise.
K3JRZ, K6EGG. K3JRZ, K6EGG. Oh.
I guess we're not going to be hooking up tonight, or connecting, I should say. Keeping a wide eye on the SpaceX.
You know about
launch.
7.2, Greg, right?
I don't go on 40 meter very much.
It's the cesspool of 40 meters.
I thought that's 206.
No, it's 200.
By the way, look at the sunset here. It's going to be a nice launch here in about 40 minutes or so. 45 minutes now to be exact. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see what I hear on 7.2 right now.
So is that Renegade Radio there on HF?
Yeah,
is that what you're trying to tell me there? Got Christina in there, the old, I almost said mayor, the old owner of
Jeff. Maybe, but there are nights. I mean, at least here, Jeff, I hear 7.2 is just some comedic gold.
I've never heard it. I got to be honest with you. Are they East Coast guys?
We don't know. They don't necessarily ID.
You take
7200 is basically like the comment section of QRZ.
Or it could be my email box some nights after I do a live stream. Why did he do this? Why did you do that? You're doing this wrong. Your audio doesn't sound good. One of these days when I get drunk or something, I'll put all those emails up online, live.
Are you wait, hold on, Greg. Are you going to show them my emails?
You don't send me emails. You just text me.
I know.
Have you ever sent me an email? Actually, that's not true. Yeah, no. Before we went to Hawaii, I think you emailed me.
Like screenshots.
I've sent you some screenshots. Have I? Yeah. I know I sent Seth some. And I know I sent Sam some. Sam!
What?
Since you're here,
yeah,
let's talk, buddy.
Oh, fuck. What now?
What? The first thing you do is second word out of your mouth, you drop a F-bomb. Well, what's up with that?
Whatever.
I'm using the shirt tonight. You happy?
I'm not using a shirt, so I don't care.
I went out of my way for you. So
it sounds good.
Thank you. And since we're talking about sounding stuff, first off, did you enjoy listening to all that HF through your radio and not an SDR?
Oh, dude, it's still lit out in the yard, and I was listening until about 3 a.m. on I was listening to 20 all day yesterday. I went to 40 during the night. Yeah.
Did it get your juices wet for getting your general?
It got more than it got more than that wet.
Have you been drinking tonight?
That's
no.
You're dropping F-bombs.
I figured I'd be a smart ass and just say it like that.
I don't mind fronting you some money for getting your testing done. I don't know if there's free ones or I think
I can do them. I can get them tested for $5.
I don't mind forking that over. So if you want to do a couple, you get
Jesus Christ, Greg.
No, it's Greg. It's just Greg. It's not Jesus Christ. I don't want to go by that anymore or any less.
Yeah, I know. But no, yeah, there's several people in your Discord that said, "Oh, I'll pay for your test if you take it." Hell, I could do my extra and have it paid for.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, Greg, what would happen?
As many people that have said, "Oh, I'll pay for your general test," I'll be like, "All right, well, if you pay for my general," I'm like, "Well, I just took my general. You pay for my extra." You know, talking to somebody else.
Hey, Greg, I got a question for you.
Sure.
What happens if my team tests Sam and he passes general, and I say, "Hey, for the heck of it, hit the general, start the extra exam," and Sam passes extra
before Greg?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Have at it, man. I have no problem with that. I would encourage it. I know I'm not in position to take it.
Yeah, that's Greg saying
and you know what? Christina made a point. You don't get much of the band. I mean, that's just my personal opinion too. But it would be nice just to have it, get out of the way, and be done with it, you know? But I don't know. But for you, I would love to make a voice contact with you.
Yes.
And
hang on a second.
And
N8YO. You're right. I agree with you, Mike. You're exactly right. Sorry. He's one of the few that said, "Hey, I'll help you study."
I said last night I'll help you study. We'll do it.
We'll
do a study. Study a night here on the Greg K6EGG live stream.
Yeah.
We'll have everybody yelling at you not getting the right answers. Like when I did it, the couple nights that I did it, that's why I stopped.
You son of a gun! That's not the right answer. Try again.
Everybody guilt tripping me into the right answers. Yeah, man. I think it looked like I was in a group text with you and Seth last night.
Yeah.
If you want to call it that. It was only 3 of us, but
wow, I'm not in the group text.
Well, you know what, Eric, when you get an iPhone, come talk to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, never.
If you're in,
then just hush and let us have our little group text.
If you have your notifications on for YouTube, you should get them.
Or I got the Discord one on my phone like 10 minutes ago.
I don't know how that works. My admin set that up. I have no idea, but I know the I set up the one for YouTube, and it should be immediate if you have the app notifications on.
What's weird is I got the Discord one on my computer right away.
So Sam,
yeah.
are you interested? Maybe we can do one-on-one, or you can have maybe Seth give you like some mock.
Seth, how many times we do that in one night?
I didn't count, but probably like 3 or 4.
Yeah, something like that.
Have you been studying?
At the time, no, that was after the kid sitting behind me, wrecked my truck, and I wasn't studying. But Seth was kind enough to do me some practice tests and, whatnot.
So that's all in the past now. That future, are you? I mean, obviously, it sounded like you were, by the way you're texting. Oh man, this is great. This works here. I hear this. I can't believe this. You'd be amazed just setting a freaking wire on the ground.
Dude, a $60 in-fed halfway.
You could probably do it even cheaper than that. So we got to get you leveled up, so to speak.
Yep.
Did you study last night? No.
No, I was too busy listening to HF.
Did you hear me at all when I was? Probably not. Did you hear that guy on 14299? From Netherlands?
Last night?
Yeah.
Last night?
He was on past midnight your time, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was up.
You're up?
Oh yeah.
And just to let you know, I'm keep on looking over. I'm keeping a keen eye on the rocket launch there, and just about 48 minutes from now.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'll be live streaming the SpaceX version. I'm not going to be doing it with my phone, but I'm going to take video out there. I don't have a way to remote into my.
Oh, so it's launching out of Cali.
Yes, it is, and it's a twilight launch. If you see here in the video here, the sun is setting. It should set in the next 10-15 minutes, and we'll be in twilight for another half hour,
Nice.
which will give that a beautiful show tonight. I got a little bit of cloud layer, not too bad. It's puffy, like you see the clouds there. It's similar to what's outside my house. 20 meter vertical is $5 garage sale. Find aluminum tubing and ground mount your radios. Or spend $400 on an ATOS.
Hang on one second. Dustin, I heard you talking to Greg on 318 a few minutes ago. But yesterday I was picking up Texas all the way up to New Hampshire. I did hear some West Coast, Colorado, Florida. So the bands are in the favor for sure yesterday.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think even with Hamsticks, he made a very good point with the noise floor. I was hearing a lot more stuff than I probably wouldn't have here, especially on 40 meter last night. I've never heard a band like that. Like there's no space to call at CQ on there.
Oh no,
and
my waterfall was
that was
up.
field day.
Yeah,
I've got an S4 noise floor right now with it on the ground.
So Greg, and you were saying how there's lots of bleed over and stuff. That's actually just people, like someone will be on 275 and someone else doesn't hear them, and they may be on 276 and someone else may not hear either of those and they're on 277. So it's not necessarily like bleeding over. It's just stations literally transmitting on top of each other.
Exactly. Cause I was hearing like,
it's sort of bleeding over.
So like 275 or whatever. I was hearing on one frequency, I was hearing multiple stations talking, piling up. They didn't hear each other. And yeah, it was just, yesterday was just free for all.
I don't think we'll hear anything like that the rest of the summer, unfortunately. And that goes to my point when I first started. I don't know if you heard, but I'm like, why can't we have something like that? You know, not obviously not the amount that I heard last night, or I would even take 25% of that every night.
I feel like you need like a natural disaster, unfortunately, for it to.
You know what
up.
though? A lot of those vest guys, they're
I mean, where internet's down, you got to do HF in and out of the disaster zone, like a Puerto Rico or something like that. You know,
I don't know. Hamstick may know, but I think the news had like one guy on Maui when all that power went out during the fires there 2 years ago.
Well, that was kind of a whole thing with there's some drama about what happened and who controlled repeaters. And when a fire moves at 60 miles an hour, you better not be in front of it. You know,
Oh yeah.
An HT in a yellow vest doesn't outrun a 60-mile-an-hour fire. So
No.
the one thing is
He doesn't
hams can communicate. Where hams are generally not disaster. Like, let the disaster people do the disaster stuff, and don't get in their way, and be there if they need help communicating. But other than that, like people have to understand, like, we're not superheroes and don't try to be. You have to understand, like, how communications play a role. And actually now more than ever, hams aren't really needed in a lot of scenarios. Like, between Starlink and mobile 5G and DMR stuff, like,
And
a
satellite
2 meter
phones,
HT. Yeah, a 2 meter HT is just not that useful.
I get the same problem at my work. When there's an audio problem, everybody decides to throw their 2 cents in. It just makes it worse. There's protocols that need to be followed, especially in an emergency situation. Sit back and let the professionals deal with it. They're trained for doing it. But my point being is, I guess there was one guy, at least this is all I remember reading about, giving out like reports to other ham radio operators. And I can't remember the exact details of it, but
yeah, I mean, I have a friend who's got a house over in Maui and a house here, and he's got links set up for like WinLink and stuff. He's actually the reason why I have a WinLink node at my house. And also, like, one of the reasons why I have Starlink. So if we go completely dark in Hawaii or Oahu, I have a gas generator and batteries. So all the hams on Oahu can send email off island via my WinLink node because I'll still have internet. So it's VHF, so it's not, it's basically, if you're on the island, you can hit it.
Do you have a battery backup for that? Obviously, I'm guessing a UPS or something.
I have an UPS and a Epic Power Gate. So basically, what the Epic Power Gate does is it allows you to pull off your power supply. But if that power goes out, it'll pull off my 100 amp hour battery. All my non-essential stuff is powered off of just an UPS because we lose power here pretty on the regular for 5 to 10 minutes.
And something I was thinking about doing is throwing on a set of Anderson power poles onto my, or at least connector point onto my 9700 and 7610 in case I have to, the power goes out here. I can get on with this big radio and do a full 100 watts on both VHF and HF without, with plenty of power here. Having now 2 batteries, 220 amp.
But you have solar.
I don't have battery backup.
California solar is so regulated. Like when I lived there, we had, I think, 6.5 kilowatts worth of solar power on the roof. But because of the way the California regulations are, we had to be grid tied, which meant that if the grid lost power, our solar didn't provide any power to the house.
Oh,
There's a relay in it. I know how to bypass it, but that becomes dangerous.
Yeah.
For somebody working
kill
on
the
line.
electrical workers. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm putting out too much power. But I definitely have enough power to power my house without the ACs on during the day, throughout the day when there's sun in the air or sun in the air, sunlight. But yeah, unless you have a battery backup like a Tesla battery or Panasonic or whatever they have equivalent, yeah, that's not. And for me, I don't think it's worth it. I think one of those batteries are in the $11,000 range, and I have to change out my net metering to 2.0 or 3.0, which changes my price of my power. I'm getting
that 3.0 was bad when they sent the offer to us when I lived in San Diego.
I'm 1 for 1. I'm on NEM 1, so and I'm going to be getting about a $500 check from Southern California Edison in about 6 weeks. So you can.
Yeah, we had the same with SDG&E. It was like 39 cents a kilowatt hour to buy and to sell, but they would never cut you a check for your overages. So we just had a running credit.
They might be set up differently than Southern California Edison. We had to option that in on our account.
Yeah, SDG&E got away with it, and then basically, if you made any modifications to your thing, they forced you to a different plan.
That's how Southern California Edison is with NEM1. Even if I change to a time of use, which will actually give me a little more credits, the way I'm set up now, they'll automatically switch me to 2.0, which I just found out the other day because I was looking, because it was like, oh, you can change your plan and earn $13 more in credits a month. I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty decent. You know, that's $180 more a year, whatever. And then I looked and I'm like, oh, well, no, that's actually worse. So I'm glad I didn't do it. So yeah, to your point, yes, it's like such a game.
Yeah, they want to buy your power for a lot less than they're willing to sell it to you.
I'm 1 for 1 on NEM. I'm a NEM1, so I'm pretty happy. If I'm pulling 33 cents a kilowatt, I'm sending it back to them at that same amount. So,
yeah, when I go back to the mainland, I'll probably set up an off-grid separate thing, because you can buy like 200-watt panels for like $50. So I'll probably just buy a pallet of them and build my own off-grid system separate from the grid-tied system.
I didn't know they did it out. I know they had it in Nevada, and they actually rolled some of it back. And I believe in Arizona there was a class action suit to roll it back to 2.0. Their version of 2.0 in Arizona, just in the last like 2 weeks. Yeah, it's not a good. It's like the power company realized, oh, we're not making as much money. It's like, and why do they get to decide what I'm selling my power that I'm producing to them?
Yeah.
I mean,
the worst part that I saw was, at least with SDG&E, because they had like the lines weren't insulated or whatever. So when we were out in the rural area, like up at 3,000, 4,000 feet, whenever it would get too windy, they'd literally just turn off the power to all of us. So, because they were causing so many fires, when like a tree branch would cross a line, it would cause a fire. Oddly enough,
Right.
we almost lost our house that way. But yeah, they just started cutting people's power off to prevent it. And then it's like, oh, I'm so glad we have 6.5 kilowatts of solar that we literally cannot use.
Yep.
Hey, Greg, do we have a update on the SpaceX pending launch?
I was actually just looking at that. I'm going to get back on HF here in just a second. Everything looks good right now. It doesn't look like they're working any issues.
Okay. Okay. So you said, okay. It looks like, did you say 8:47 your time? Because that clock seems like it's inaccurate, or you may have been wrong with the clock with the time.
Unless they changed it. Maybe I got to, oh yeah. I just updated it there.
So that seems more realistic with what you were saying would be the launch.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't, I was depending on that time. Okay. Yeah. Look at the sun is almost down there too. So I'm going to get,
that's like a gorgeous view. It'd be amazing to like watch one live.
I'm going to go out there and watch it in about 10 minutes or 20 minutes.
No, I mean like from like close up.
You know, from what I heard, at least at the twilight, it's actually better to watch it a little bit further away because you get a better effect.
Okay. I want to feel it. Like I want to feel the rocket in my chest. Like, you know.
You can actually, I've been at a rocket launch before at Vandenberg, and you can actually smell the sulfur in the air. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I tried to switch over to the Space Force so I could get to, you know, do cool stuff, but the Navy wouldn't allow it.
I'll talk to Trump for you if he wins. All right, I'm going to get back on HF here. And we'll be, I'll be keeping a keen eye on the SpaceX launch.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use? One last time, is the frequency in use here 14318. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. All right, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Good afternoon, my friend. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. This is King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo, Honolulu, over.
King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo, you're a 5'9" into a warm Southern California. Aloha.
Aloha, my friend. You got Sunny on this side. The handle is Sunny. That is my nickname, and I spell Sierra Oscar November Yankee. And again, I am on the island of Oahu in the Hawaiian Islands. Over.
Copy that, Sonny. You have Greg here on this side. This is Golf Romeo Echo Golf Golf. I think I want to say I made a contact with you a while back. I'm looking back in my logbook just to see there. I do frequent Honolulu quite a bit, and I was actually out there last October, and it looks like that's when we made the contact, is right about the same time. Good to hear you out there.
Oh, Roger. Okay, Greg. Well, I thought, of course, I thought your voice sounded familiar, but I don't remember call signs. At my age, I'm lucky to remember my own name there, Roger.
I can't remember call signs at my rightful age of 48. So speaking of call signs, Eric, King Henry 6 Whiskey India, wanted him to email you, or sorry, he wanted you to email him. Eric there, do you remember him?
Boy, that sounds familiar. Go ahead and refresh my memory, over.
King Henry 6, Whiskey India. He's in the Navy there, and he lives over in Pearl City there.
Okay. I may have talked to him a while back. I'm not quite sure. But Eric, the name rings a bell. But he's over on Pearl City, and I'm on the opposite side of the island from him. I'm over in what is called the windward side. That is the side, actually, it is nothing between me and California except the deep blue, Roger.
Copy that. I'm going to look you up right now. I used to frequent there, like I said. I have some friends that live over in Kaneohe. Also, I'm spacing at the other name. There's I'm spacing on my directions there. It's been such a long time since I've been on that side of the island. The island snow is over by where I'm thinking. Kailua. That's where I'm thinking.
Yeah, Roger. Okay. Well, Greg, I know exactly where island snow is. It's just off the beach in a small little shopping center, not far from what they call Kalapawai Market there, Roger.
Yep, my buddy is a friend of mine there, lives about a block away. We walk over to Bob's Pizza and then have some shave ice there. So very familiar with it. Been there quite a bit. Looking forward to going back there, maybe even October. We'll see. But good to make the contact with you all the way over in the Hawaiian island of Oahu. So aloha out there, Sonny. King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, great. Well, my location, I was raised in Kailua, not far from that island snow and the Kailua beach part. I was raised there in the 1940s and the 50s there until I joined the service. I'm currently living in a place called Waimanalo, right next to Kailua. Just down the street from me is Bellows Air Force Station, and a few miles still going that way is Sea Life Park, Roger.
Yep, last time I was there with my family, we went to Sea Life Park, and we also went to the lighthouse there. So, yeah, very familiar, man. I used to go out there I used to spend about 2 weeks a year out there in Oahu, so I really miss going out there. I haven't really spent much time since after COVID over there, but hope to head out there again. I'll say 73s to you. you may want to have a few people calling you here on 14318 from the mainland. But 73 Sunny, good to make contact with you again and get to put you in the logbook as well.
Roger. Okay, great. Well, I just got a few more minutes, and then I got to put the dogs away. I put my horse away already, and I fed the horse. I fed the dogs, but I got to put the dogs back in the horse stall there.
You're hearing me?
Thank you for the contact.
Too?
Nice fusel, and you take care and have a nice evening yourself. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo, Honolulu, Hawaii. Aloha 783.
If anybody wants to make a quick contact with him before he has to leave, go for it from the West Coast or from the lower 48.
06 Kilo November Yankee.
Okay, we'll try that again. There was the double. The Kilo Echo 6, Kilo November Yankee, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo, Honolulu, over.
Roger, King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo, Kilo Echo 6 Kilo November Yankee, Northern Arizona, south of the Grand Canyon. Great signal coming in tonight.
There you go.
5.9.
Jerry gets his
5.9.
contact.
I'm running 100 watts.
Oh, Roger. Okay, well, my compliments. You're peaking up to an 8. You're 5 and 8. What is your name, please? Over.
My name is Jim, and I'm running an Icom 7610, an Electro Voice RE320 microphone, and 3 elements at 60
What was
feet.
this guy's call sign? The guy in Arizona?
Roger, okay.
I thought there was somebody else.
Fine trip. Nice audio. My compliments. And by the way, I go by Sunny, Sierra Oscar, November Yankee, but my name is also James. I'm a Jim. And I was born
Kilo
in
November
Hawaii.
6.
I was born
What was
on
his call sign?
The SSY Ali.
I can't go back and look at it.
My parents were coming back from the island of Kauai to Oahu in 1935.
I got about 5 more minutes, and then I'm going to live stream the SpaceX.
Oh, Roger on that. That's really that's really cool. Here in northern Arizona, my elevation above sea level is 5,500 feet, and I think that might be helping my signal going in your direction there, Sonny.
And in Oregon as well. You got about 5,400 some odd feet advantage over me. Because
I guess I lost the frequency.
17. I am double digits. I am 17 feet above sea level. Roger.
Oh, Roger on that. Roger on 17 feet above sea level. Well, Sonny, you better go and take care of those dogs and get those animals all tied up tonight before it gets any later.
That's
You take care. Thank you for the contact. And just for your information, if anybody asks you what's your name in Hawaiian, your name is Kimo. Kilo India, Mike Ocean. Kimo is James or Jim in Hawaiian. Kilo Echo 6, Kilo November Yankee.
Kilo Echo
King Henry 6
6.
Charlie Bravo, Honolulu.
Was it Kilo Echo 6? What was this call?
Oh, 73 there, Sonny. You have a great evening. See you next time.
Kilo.
Kimo. Hello, Sonny. W2NQ. Oh, my goodness, John. Hey, John.
Kilo Echo 6. What was this call?
This evening, John. W2NQ. How are you doing this evening, John? Over. Doing pretty good. I got to tell you this.
Isn't that the guy that was talking over everybody?
Was from the doctor. He said, go back home and get on the radio. That'll do you more good than all the medicine I can give you. So that's what I've been doing, over.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Well, you're sounding good. I got a little bit of noise right now.
That's the guy from the one night. I remember him. We're trying DX.
Well, whatever's left of the day, we're starting to pick up a little noise, Roger. Oh, yeah. Well, the sun has complete control of the propagation. I'm talking from...
Anybody remember the Kilo Echo 6 station's call?
You have to be smart enough to know when it starts and when it ends. Be in the right place at the right time. It'll make your signal look good.
I think he got issues, has issues.
You and the sun are working together. Lots of people today have lots of power.
These guys are talking for a second.
They don't know where to do what. They don't know where to put their antenna and what to expect. And that's the new generation, over. Okay, John. All right, John, I'll let you go on that side. I just got to go get the dog squared away, and then I'm going to call it a day on this side. W2NQ, King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo. Aloha, my friend, 73. Aloha, Sonny. Good to hear you. I'll be talking with Kevin maybe sometime in the next few months, 3 months maybe. Kevin and guys will come up and they're hoping to put up a good antenna. Since the stroke, I cannot climb or do much of anything. I can't drive and I don't do a lot of things, but it could have been worse, so I'm not hollering or anything. I'm just thanking God. W2 now quiet. Thank you, Sonny.
Roger. Okay, John. And I was going to ask you, how's your tinnitus? But you sounding pretty good, John. Aloha from Hawaii. King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo. We're clear.
Yeah, the tinnitus is no problem. I mean, I've learned to live with it. I used to be a representative for the American Tinnitus Association, and you learn about it.
Wrong answers only. Where did Greg go?
Can and can too. QSL?
Roger. Understand. Okay, John. Take care and aloha.
Take his extra
The
exam.
last one, I did not get the whole call. I got a Victor Echo 7 again, please.
King, KHY. Okay. Nope, I don't think that's the right one. KE6KHY, KE6KNY.
What's the tones?
Somebody fucking around.
My goodness. Okay, very good. Very good.
James, yes. A different spot. That was a different guy.
Understand the situation.
Yep, thank you, Bob.
Take care, mobile team.
We'll be doing a SpaceX launch here in about a few minutes.
Juliet Echo Radio Portable. King Henry 6 Charlie Bravo Honolulu. Aloha 783.
All right, good.
Hey there, Jim in Honolulu.
5 and 7. 5 and 7.
I lost the frequency officially.
73 is Aloha. Take good care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Aloha.
Alpha Charlie 0 Victor. Hey, son, listen for another.
Well, whose fault was
I
that?
know the name. I know the call. I'm trying to remember the name. Alpha Charlie 0 Victor. Aloha. King Henry.
I was trying to be nice.
Bravo, over.
I bet you if
You
I asked,
opened-
I bet you if I asked Sonny, he'd probably move frequencies though.
You did the floor, so
I'm sorry. Was that Mike? Handle
That's what I get for being nice.
yep.
Roger. And you're in Colorado. Is that a Roger?
See what I started though?
Right? I thought Sonny was getting off the air.
I'm losing the signal.
Oh, okay, Mike. Okay, Mike. I think I'm not quite sure. I don't know your location, but when I go there, I stay with my sister. She's in Arvada, but I always go up to the mountains to do my banking. I do my banking at Black Hawk, Roger.
Roger, I hear you. I still can't believe I'm making a contact all the way to Hawaii. I'm only running a 5-watt to a G90.
It's all about the conditions, man, and it's actually looking better. My noise floor is going down. I'm seeing more on the scope.
Hey, Mike. Well, I think I misunderstood you. Did you say you're running 5 watts? Is that a Roger?
Roger, 5 watts. I'm running a Sagu G90, and I just put my what do they call it? It's LDG 43
Waiting for SpaceX to go live here. They should be live here any second.
Confused, Mike. You're talking about a vertical, but I heard you say you want
I do have a live stream going.
SpaceX those themselves? I don't see it.
Oh, is that space flight now?
I can't use them.
No problem, Mike. Just leave it there. I'm not going to be around much longer anyway. Again, I gotta go put away I got 2 German short-hair pointers and a Doberman. I gotta put them away before I call it a day. Mike, nice talking to you, and aloha from Hawaii. You have a nice evening. I hope it's not too cold on your
We're
side.
about 9 minutes away. 8 minutes away.
Charlie Bravo, Honolulu, aloha 73.
Does NASA stream these?
No. SpaceX on X does.
I do copy you, but I kind of don't want to step on this conversation.
Okay, stand by. Okay, I'm not quite sure. Somebody else came in on top of you. The Pasadena station again, please.
Well, at least I gave the frequency up and made somebody's day for it. I'm all down for that. It isn't mine, just like I said, I was using it at the time. I think that was one of the first times I had a Hawaii station come back to me on a CQ other than Eric. I got 7 minutes and SpaceX isn't streaming, so something must be up. They loaded propellant, I see.
Are they streaming or not?
No. Usually they're up like 9 minutes before.
Justin's saying that SpaceX doesn't do it on YouTube anymore.
Yeah, I know. They only do it on X.
Well, according to this, I'm gonna send you a link, Greg. It says they start streaming in minutes.
At what?
In a minute.
Oh, okay. Usually it's 10 minutes or 9 minutes.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna start in a minute from now. But try now.
November 8, Yankee Oscar, beautiful signal 5959 into Southwest Michigan tonight. QSL?
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
They're live.
November 5th. Well, wait a minute now. I got it wrong. November 8, Yankee Ocean. Is that a Roger?
I just sent you a link, Greg.
Okay, sorry about that. I couldn't read my own.
Mike got him.
November 8, Yankee Ocean.
All right. See? Hey, at least these folks are making contacts. Come on, effers. We're 6 minutes out. Come on.
I sent you the X link, Greg, for it to stream.
Hawaii and Alaska are the last two I need, and Hawaii's next on the list. So
That's just a link to, there it goes, finally.
Okay, Mike, very good. I only been to Michigan once, and I worked for Wonder Bread Bakeries, which is
This starts at 8:40.
of IT&T out of New York, New York, and they sent me to a place called Saginaw, Michigan.
I've been to Saginaw.
I had to learn all the bakery
It's already
equipment
past
in
8:40.
Saginaw, Roger.
I'm in the southwest part of the state. I'm about 3 miles from Lake Michigan, pretty much straight across the lake from Chicago. You get there in about
5 minutes out. 5 minutes. I'll be bagging this HF stuff here for a few to watch the SpaceX launch.
2 miles, 5 minutes and counting.
If SpaceX ever comes on.
Roger. Okay, Mike, you take care, and aloha from Hawaii. Have a nice evening. November 8, Yankee Ocean, King Henry 6, Charlie Bravo, Honolulu. Aloha, 73. Aloha.
Here we go.
I was gonna say, Greg. Oh, okay, there it is.
Here we go, folks. 4 minutes out. The second that thing leaves the tower, I'm going to be running outside and get my phone ready to... I don't know if I'll videotape it. I want to watch this. I like to see this stuff with my own eyes. What's that?
Don't trip down the stairs.
The beast is awake there. You hear it growling away there, pushing out. Yep, there it goes. It's going to be a beautiful launch tonight, folks. I wish that I can stream this to you somehow. I have to figure that out. But tonight's going to be... It almost might be better. It could be better than the last one because we got a lot of atmospheric. What's the word I'm looking for? A lot of humidity in the air, which is better for these launches for the jellyfish at night. Boom.
Are you going to go outside and make a YouTube short out of this?
I want to watch this with my own eyes for once. Oh, they're retracting it. That's good. 37,000 people watching this live stream right now. So I'll let you guys have at it as soon as this thing leaves the tower there. I'm glad you guys were able to make the contact there, man. Seriously. That's why I gave it up. Eric can sit there and make contacts all day. I'm in Hawaii. Come and get me. I believe there's some Starlinks are going to be going up tonight here. You get to hear this thing whistling away. This thing's alive. It's ready to go. It's going. Send me up. They just launched one out of the same pad here 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Pretty amazing. The frequency they're launching this thing at, man, or it's just astonishing. I remember we used to get like a launch like every like couple weeks if you're lucky. Now this is like 2 a week. And Florida's probably at least 2 or 3 times a week because they have multiple pads they launch from. Good point. In fact, I got to reset you. This guy isn't talking too much. Yeah. As soon as this thing lifts off, I'll run out. My daughter went to sleep. She missed it. Yeah, they had one this morning. Yeah. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, I thought they got canceled. No, something else got canceled. Whenever the Boeing Starline is going to come back, I think they said it's safe to come down now.
Stage 2 lock float is complete.
Now some other people are talking on that frequency. Of course.
Ground gas flow up.
I agree with you there, Eric. I think Sonny's gone. Poor dogs. About 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me see if I can get this any clearer here. It's on auto. Only 720? Come on.
Okay, 9 is in startup.
Elon. Come on, bro.
LD is go for launch.
Your Sonobus will be open and my picture will be gone, by the way.
Copy that.
I'll mute myself.
T-minus 30 seconds.
They better not bag it or I'm going to be pissed. Look at that sunset, man. Oh, this is going to be great.
Go out, Greg.
No, I want to make sure
15
this thing
seconds.
launches here. I have plenty of time to get outside.
T-minus 10, 9,
All right.
8,
Go.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And the liftoff, Falcon 9. Go SpaceX. Go direct to self.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
Power and telemetry nominal.
Vehicle is supersonic. Max Q.
Back chill has started. Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
And back ignition.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Stage 1 entry burn startup. Stage 1 entry burn shutdown.
Stage 1 FTS is saved.
Stage 1 transonic.
Stage 2 FTS has saved.
Something that I normally don't get to see. I saw the first stage doing its launches or its rocket
Stage 2 and terminal guidance.
Going off as it was going down.
Did you, Greg? Did you see your phone?
I did. I was walking in here, so I'll run it in
What
here.
picture was that, Seth?
I don't know, but check it again, Sam.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
This amazes me every single time.
Jesus, Seth.
Just very amazing. I don't. It's kind of cool seeing that big old. It like lit up the sky.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it really is. Really
Should
spoiled.
I share a link to the pictures somewhere else?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can put it in the chat if you want. I'll run through them on the.
Probably done Discord. Don't think it's probably the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
You can't do it on the. You can't do it on the chat.
It's a Google. Well, I'm gonna do it as a Google
share.
Yeah. So let me. Let me think about this.
61 pictures.
David. Oh man, I bet you got a great view up there. You're a little bit closer. You're about 40 miles closer. It literally lit up the sky tonight. It was like colorful on the way up. And then it full on jellyfish. Yeah, and they said it was going to be impossible when they said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to land that thing on a drone ship out in the middle of the ocean and use it again in 2 weeks." And they're like, "No way." And they're making it happen. I'm trying to get the photos on here.
Hey, I put them on their space launches on your Discord, Greg.
So this is
some of them on there.
Oh wait, that's
that's not all of them. That's not all. That's
Scott's.
the last few.
Scott, I just
No,
accidentally I actually put in Scott's. Sorry. I almost put his on. This is a couple views here.
Are these the ones that I took?
Yeah,
Sent you back?
this is a screenshot. I was actually I was FaceTiming with Seth, which we got to figure out another way for me to get the live view out there, because this is a pretty incredible view. This right here is the first stage separating right here. Just spinning, not spinning, but you can see it firing. And I got to be careful and make sure I don't put any other pictures on here. Let me show you the last one.
Scott, I was just telling Greg, the only time we see rocket launches here in New York is the rare time when the conditions are right and they launch out of Wallops in Virginia.
Scott, I'm guessing I can use your picture. This is the jellyfish, and it literally looks like a jellyfish in the sky for you folks that don't get to see this, not being in Florida or on the West Coast. You could see this out in Arizona.
That does not look like a jellyfish. That looks like something else.
It actually does. It actually does look like something else there. You guys broke me. I know it's not ham radio, but I'm a huge NASA guy and space guy, so I really like following this stuff. It's pretty cool watching that out in your front yard. I was wondering if somebody's gonna put that in the chat. All right, let's see if we could talk through that satellite launch here. I wonder if anybody else is using this frequency now. Looks like I lost a lot of my noise. See if Dustin's still out there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use? This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Is the frequency in use here 14318?
The
launch viewing party.
Copy that. We need more launches out of California here tonight.
Yeah, I wish I could see it here. This is K6WI.
Well, if you look out, actually, you might be able to see the southern part of it. It's almost over you now, I think, if I'm correct. I was watching the telemetry.
It's too bright, though.
Yeah, it's actually probably too bright where you're at right now.
Anyway, Greg, you're 5-5 here in Hawaii.
You're about the same here into Southern California. Some good Hawaii propagation tonight. All right, cool deal, man. Let's see if we can get this thing active here on the 14318. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
By the way, I got, in case you're keeping your tabs of my contacts, this is the first time I've ever had 2 contacts from the state of Hawaii back to back.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
You still a contact? Come on, Mike. We got to do another Parks on the Air from Hawaii. I'm trying to get my buddy Dakota that I work with. I'm actually meeting up with him this week. I got to text him. He's studying for his general, and I'm thinking about driving out to Tucson to his QTH out there. What's that? What was that?
Oh, oops.
Were you burping there? Barton?
Mike Boom.
Oh, Mike Boom, huh?
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles.
Yeah, try again, man. November 1, Romeo, India, Papa. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. You're about a 5-5 into Southern California all the way from Kentucky tonight.
Testing a antenna that I've been messing with, the homebrew offset dipole up at about 32 feet. Thanks for picking me up.
Sounds okay. I think we might be losing the band a bit, but definitely a 5-5 here into California. And were you able to make the contact with Hawaii there?
I did not get Hawaii.
Eric, you think you can help a brother out?
Wait, sorry, I was like off in my own little world. What's up?
Maybe we can get somebody from Hawaii in here and see if you can make a quick contact with him before he has to go QRT.
I said that on the air so you don't get 15 million people calling you. Can you hear that guy? It's a Colt.
Have him do one more time. I had my radio muted.
Colt, if you want to try again, try for King Henry 6 Whiskey India. King Henry 6 Whiskey India.
I think I lost him.
November 1, Romeo, India, Papa. You still there? Try to call King Henry 6 Whiskey India. King Henry 6 Whiskey India. See if he can hear you.
The call was
King Henry 6 Whiskey India.
Kilo Henry 6 Whiskey India. Whiskey India. This is is November 1, Romeo, India, Papa, calling from Shelbyville, Kentucky.
November 1, Romeo, India, Papa. This is Kilo Hotel 6, Whiskey, India. You're about a 2x1 into Hawaii. QSL.
All right, I'm hearing him. I'm hearing him on the live stream, but not on the radio. Hearing him on the live stream, but not the radio. Definitely trying that. I was messing with the filtering, trying to facilitate WIN, and just cannot do it here. I'm really a very suboptimal offsetter bed dipole, but definitely appreciate the attempt.
Did it make the contact?
He said, Colt. He said he can make out the contact, but and the call, he can make out the call sign, but nothing else. You came up to a 5.9 that last transmission. So if you want to try again, real quick.
November 1, Radio India Papa. This is Kilo Hotel 6, Whiskey India. You're 2x2 in Hawaii. Over.
Came up that time. Well, we tried.
Yeah, I think he's trying for a Kentucky station anyways.
Yeah, copy that, Colt. It was worth a try, man. We'll get you across the ocean at some point here, man. Thanks for watching the live stream too. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Also live streaming on YouTube with a link in my QRZ profile. Anybody else that can hear me?
Kilo Echo 0, Mike Alpha Delta.
Oh my goodness, man, you're booming through here right now.
Yeah, you're doing the same, Greg. 5.9 plus a little bit. I can also hear Eric. Eric's 5.6. Great signal over there too, Eric.
Well, hey, I appreciate the. Whoa. Oh, I heard myself on Greg's live stream. Hey, I appreciate the good signal report there, and yeah, I've got a good copy on you here in Hawaii as well.
All right, well, I just want to say hello to you guys, and sounded good. I couldn't hear N1 RIP. I mean, I could hear noise, but I couldn't hear the voice, but you guys are both coming in good over here in Missouri. G0MAD.
All right, well, as Greg would say, I'm definitely adding you into my logbook this evening. This is K6EGG. Back to Greg.
What's up, Mr. G?
All right. Cool deal. And Sean, I believe when I was with Eric there in Hawaii, we made a contact, correct?
Yeah, we did.
That was like one of my funnest days of amateur radio my entire life. Making some contacts with folks I make contacts with here, but across the ocean, just, you know, using a battery and stuff like that, man. I can't wait to do that again. All right, I'm going to see if I can get one or two more contacts here tonight. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf with an echo in my ear.
It's weird sound. I got echo in my ear.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters tonight from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Oh, I just heard somebody in there. You want to try again? Station calling Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. You want to try again?
I can't pick them out.
You're just in with my noise floor, which is about an S4 of noise. Try one more time. Maybe the band came up a little bit. I think I heard a Romeo Charlie in there, and that was about it. I have some noise here, unfortunately. Maybe we could try again in a couple minutes. Yes. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf to India 4 Yankee Oscar Golf.
Let's see if I got this one right. Kilo India 4 Yankee Oscar Golf.
Roger.
Oh, you're also out there in Hawaii. That's 3 Hawaii contacts, almost back to back. Good to have you in here, and you're about a 5'7" into Southern California.
You said you were where?
Southern California, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles.
Okay, I got you. I am in Echo. I'm not sure where you're the contact is on a walker.
I know exactly where Eva Beach is. I'm spacing on the name of the place I used to eat there. Something 66 or something like that. Yeah, he's over in Pearl City. He was over in Pearl City.
Okay, he's about 10, 15 minutes away from him.
Copy that. I appreciate the contact there, all the way over from Eva Beach, Hawaii. In fact, I have a pilot friend that lives over by a golf course over there, too.
You must live down by Coral Creek or nearby Farmers Point, do you believe? It's old beer station anyway.
It does sound familiar, but I appreciate the contact, and 7-3, aloha.
7-3,
this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Once again, this is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, copy Kilo Echo 7 Oscar Mike Golf.
Kilo Echo 7 Oscar Mike Golf. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Good to hear you again.
Yeah, buddy. Been a while. I'm sitting here listening to you fade in and fade out. Not sure if you were going to be able to make contact or not, but we'll give it a whirl, and obviously you can hear me.
Yep, you're 5'9". Audio sounds a little bit low, but the conditions are a little bit weird. Sometimes people come in super clear, and then others, they'll sound low and start to fade away. But I definitely have a clear copy on you tonight, Terry.
QSL that, Greg. QSL that. Hey, well, thanks for doing the live thing, and thanks for answering the call. I won't tie it up very long, but I just wanted to jump in there and say hello, and that I do hear you up here in Lakeside, Arizona. QSL.
QSL, man. Good to hear you in there, and jump in the chat and say hello. I appreciate you watching the live stream I'm doing. And anybody else can hear me. I'm also, I have a link in my QRZ profile. 73, Terry.
Hi, Greg. 73K7ONG, clear.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Southern California in the city of Chino, 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. Whiskey 5 Charlie Papa uniform. Do you have a copy on Greg K6EGG? One more time. Whiskey 5 Charlie Papa uniform. Do you have a copy on Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf? No copy. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling CQ 20 meters from Chino, California.
I keep hearing somebody key up, like super clear. Like they're on top of me. At least it sounds like it.
All right, I'm going to try for one more contact tonight. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf calling the CQ 20 meters from the city of Chino, 40 miles east of Los Angeles, California. Once again, Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. One last time.
Kilo Juliet 7 Delta Whiskey X-ray.
Whiskey X-ray, go again.
Kilo Juliet 7 Delta Whiskey X-ray.
Let's see if I got this one right. Kilo Juliet 7 Delta Whiskey X-ray. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf 59 into Southern California tonight.
You're Roger, Roger. You're about a 5656 in Choteau, Montana. My name is Bob.
Copy that, Bob. Sounding good tonight. I heard somebody else calling too, so I want to make the quick contact. Definitely putting you in the logbook tonight, sir.
Roger, Roger. Thanks for picking me up. 73.
And there was another, I think it was an Alpha station. Go ahead.
Alpha Golf 7, Yankee Mike.
Alpha Golf 7, Yankee Mike. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. You're 5'9" here into Southern California tonight.
QSL, you're a 5'9" into Seattle. A little bit of QSP, ever so slightly, but coming in strong. Just sat down to my radio. Thought I'd give you a quick call before you went QRT.
Copy that. I appreciate it. Going to put you in the logbook tonight. Strong signal coming down the coast tonight for sure.
QSL, you have a great evening. Alpha Golf 7, Yankee Mike.
Copy that, 7-3. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Since a couple people are calling me back, I'll go a couple more. Anybody else out there? This is Greg, K6EGG, calling CQ on 20 meters.
I don't hear anybody else now.
One last time. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf, calling CQ one last time here in Southern California on 14-318.
That was a fairly decent night tonight.
Yep.
Had a couple unsolicited Hawaii contacts tonight. And one solicited, sort of, kind of. Wow. And Montana and Hawaii coming at the same exact time. That is very cool. I don't know how many contacts.
What's your schedule the rest of the week, Greg?
Well, I just found out I'm actually working a day game on Wednesday. So I'll be on Wednesday night. And I might try an afternoon on Saturday. Maybe not necessarily a POTA, but a mobile. But we'll see. The next 2 weeks I'm working, actually the next 3 weeks I'm working a ton. At least, I got 5 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, one day off, and then another 7 days. So it's kind of busy next couple weeks, and then I'm going to be on vacation after that. You got it, Mike? Wish I could have heard that. Was that your first Hawaiian contact? No. You probably got Hawaii before, right? At least on voice. I have more Hawaiian contacts than I do like New York contacts.
Whose fault is that?
Yours?
Nope. I have you in voice.
Once, barely. Actually, twice. Good for you, man. King Henry 6 CB does not confirm, huh? That's unfortunate. I still want to get all states on all the bands that I can possibly get on. I think that would be fun, at least on voice. I'm getting close. I need Delaware, West Virginia, Vermont. There's another one in there. New Hampshire, maybe? No, I have New Hampshire. I only have
contact to get Delaware.
What's that?
Know who to contact to get Delaware.
Yep. I think he wants to do it the fair way. Just find him. I do want to hit him doing a POTA. I think that would be cool. I only have one mainland QSO. That's the other reason why I want to put the other antenna up in case 6 comes up. If any time 6 is going to come up, it's probably going to come up in the summer, I think. 30 plus DXECs, but only one.
6 has been open like crazy lately.
Really?
Yeah, like mainland, like people all over the mainland just going nuts.
I don't think I've made a voice contact on 6.
Yeah, I mean, you really need a 6 meter antenna to work 6.
The antenna that I have is no.
Like most of the people that are like trying to like work 6 are running like Yagis and stuff.
Greg, I can't run
Greg, you could get a $60 Amazon end-fed half wave.
No, man, don't run an end-fed half wave on 6 meters.
I'd have to run vertical, right? Or should I run vertical?
No, generally horizontal. So, I mean, here's a great thing. If you want to make a 6 meter hex beam, it's only like 3 feet wide or 4 feet wide. If I recall correctly.
Don't make things well. I make good audio, but I don't make other things well.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You struggle with, you mess around with your audio every time before you go live stream.
I'm always trying to improve it. I experiment around just like we do in this hobby. So sometimes it does get a little worse. I'll give you that. But sometimes it gets better. I make some internal settings that sometimes you guys don't notice.
I need to get off my butt and finish my hex beam design for 6. Like Mike said, a hex isn't great on 6. But I mean, I've got 8,000 mile QSOs on my buddy hex on 6 meters. So like it'll work. But a 3 element or, actually, you know what, Greg? Par Electronics. They have a stressed Moxon. Takes like a minute to put it up on a painter's pole.
Is it a vertical? What is it?
No, it's a Moxon. It's a horizontal.
How long is it?
It's real small. It is 84 inches by 31 inches.
So it's a 9 feet, 6 feet?
Or hold on.
It's 9 feet, right?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, it comes in like 2 parts. You literally just put it on a painter's pole on a speaker stand, like clip it together and push it up.
You fuckers are going to spend more of my money tonight, aren't you? I have another cable out there, so I can just switch
language.
It says the guy, the second word out of his mouth was an F word.
Yeah.
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 Well, actually, I heard it was an improvement since usually it's the first word out of his mouth.
No, not really.
I'm using the Momo Beam 6 meter. And that works. Like it would fit in the bed of, I think, like an 8-foot truck.
What about this thing that Scott put up? Is that it?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The stress Moxon. Yeah, it's like 3 pounds.
And it horizontal.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have
so you do
there too.
Yeah, so like you get yourself like a $30 pile speaker stand. You pull the part of it that goes, that you raise up and down. You pull that part out and you just stick the speaker stand in there, and you just wrap a couple rounds of like duct tape to keep it from rattling in there. And that's exactly how
to like to wedge it so it's sturdy.
Yeah, because the painter's pole, at least the one that I have, is about 1/4 inch in diameter thinner than the base of the speaker stand. So I just thickened it up with a little bit of tape, and then I just toss it out in the driveway with some like the sandbags for those like inflatable 10-foot by 10-foot pop-up tents. I just throw one of those on each of the legs, and I can get my Yagi up in 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And with that stressed Moxon, it's even easier.
I have to make this though?
No, you buy it.
I don't see where you buy it here.
Oh, I don't think he's got like a modern website. I think you have to email him.
Well, how much do you know how much this is?
I can't remember, but it can't be too expensive. If it's over $200, I would be shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Well, Nate, it's not like I'm spending $1,000.
Or the Momo beam that I have. Let me see if I can find a link for it. I think
I don't know if I want a beam because I don't have to be moving it all the time.
Oops. I mean, a 3-element beam's pretty wide. Like I've pointed to Brazil and worked Australia.
But my thing is I have to get it up over my house. I live like cookie cutter houses, so beam is not.
Just put it in your driveway.
But I won't be able to plug it into my radio here.
Oh, I have my 7300 in the garage just for working 6 meter.
I have $1,000 radio just in my garage to work 6 meter.
It's also my POTA radio, but I haven't POTA'd in a while. So
I guess I have the Yaesu sitting here. Check out the reviews on this thing here.
You don't want to use the 891 for 6 meters. Because if you're 6 meters, you're really going to be doing FT8. And I don't know. Every time I see someone doing 6 meter FT8 or doing FT8 with an 891, I just cringe at how many menus you have to go into.
And this thing is this is nice, Dustin, but I don't have the real estate for this. This might be I wish there's a little better pictures of this. This is kind of like 1990 style website. Would that be correct? 1990. It's like Logbook of the World style.
All right, Greg, I just dropped a link for the antenna that I have for 6 meters.
All right. I got to reset this. Sorry for the video echo.
The only thing that I did differently with this antenna is I didn't use their mounting bracket. Because my driveway is sloped, so I have RAM mounts to make it so it's level.
That's expensive. That's a lot of real estate too.
Not really.
It's a beam, man. I can't unless it's not going to be able to shoot through my house.
No, so what I do is I just put it on my garage and lean it up against the side of the garage.
I don't have a place I can lean it against anything. Which UHF? I have the Diamond X50A antenna. This thing's still too big, and I can't. Like I said, it's not practical for me to use a beam in this location unless I can get it above my house line.
You could use a tri-bander vertical, one that does 270 and 6.
Or I could just get a 6 meter vertical and put it on a pole in the backyard.
Yeah. I actually have contacts with people in Europe on 6 meters long path, and they were using an omnidirectional vertical. It was like a once in a lifetime thing, but it worked.
On voice?
I have 1 or 2 of them on voice, yeah.
From Europe to Hawaii?
I have a video of it.
On 6?
Yeah. Long path, like 16,000 miles over the South Pole.
Was it delayed when it got there?
No.
It's a joke. There must have been some sort of delay.
I mean, the speed of light is what it is, but it's still 186,000 miles in a second. So 18,000 miles, like a tenth of a second.
This thing, I'm sorry, my back is starting to cramp up here. This thing looks like it's more my speed, but I'd love to know the price of it.
A lot of rovers use that. Well, I shouldn't say a lot. I know some rovers that use it. I can't speak for a majority of them since I'm not like a 6 meter like aficionado. But like for VHF contests, that thing, because you can take it apart and just put it back together so quickly. Like rovers and mobile stations will sometimes use a thing like that. You just put it in the back of your truck.
Let's see here. This is recently here. Dale quoted me an 11-day ordering backlog, but had the antenna to me in only 4 days. So he's making them right now. First contact gave me a plus 20 dB report from 800 miles out with on 100 watts. Hard to beat that from a condo balcony. This antenna was excellently Am I reading that right? Excellently designed. From almost every aspect. Okay, so he seems like he likes it. Excellently designed. Interesting. Folks are texting me here. All right. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm getting tired. I had a good night, at least, of what's up, Ken? Of
radio?
Of radio. Sorry. Sorry, I did a hard workout today. I did an interval workout, so my back is starting to hurt. My plan is to be on, I almost said Saturday. Right? It's Wednesday. 74. I guess it's better than 72. I'm going to definitely look at this antenna and see what the deal is. I have LMR 400.
There you go.
Running outside. And it's actually 95 feet. So I could put a vertical or put that antenna and strap it on a pole onto the other end of my gazebo thingamajig. I can also...
See, I wish the 9700 would have 6 meters instead of the 1.2 gig. And that would be... perfect, because there are verticals that do 6'2" and 70 centimeters.
Yes, there is.
And then you could be on monitor 60, or you could monitor 6 meters and be on HF at the same time.
By the way, I'm getting on 40 meter FT8 right now. See how that does. Yes, I did turn my filters off. All right, so losing my voice here. I'll be back on Wednesday. A lot of fun tonight. Made about 20 contacts or so. I'll be putting them in the log maybe a little bit later tonight or tomorrow morning, or maybe even tomorrow. Who knows? I'll do it before the next stream probably. But I appreciate you folks being in Sonobus.
15% of your contacts were to Hawaii too.
Yeah, 2 of them were unsolicited, which was kind of strange for me. And I made one last night too. A different person out in the parking lot there in Los Angeles. So very surprising. Mike's very happy right now. You made his day, I think.
Was it KH6 Charlie Echo? That you found last night?
He was working he was working field day. I can't remember off the top of my hat.
Because if it was Charlie Echo, that was the club that I'm in.
Is that the one on the north side of the island or whatever?
No, this was Emergency Amateur Radio Club of Hawaii. They're the ones that make the 9-to-1 that they sell.
I wonder if they have vests for me.
No, I think you'd have to be part of the hero group for that. Which is Hawaii Amateur or Emergency Radio something.
All right, I better call this. Enjoy the new music popping out. I changed some stuff up on the I don't like calling it an outro, but a closing to my live stream. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching the Thanks for watching the Greg K6EGG